Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the Hopkinton High School Athletics Center for the Mary Corby Invitational Tournament. As this afternoon, the 2-1 Hopkinton Hillers take on the 3-1 Algonquin Titans. Tom Nappy alongside Mike Terosian on the call, and we have a couple games for you today. We start off with Hopkinton versus Algonquin. Winner of this game will play the winner of the next game, which is Milford versus Westboro in tomorrow's Mary Corby Invitational Tournament Championship game. They are just about set to introduce the opening lineups, but will they get the audio figured out? We'll give you a couple updates right now in college football. Nebraska leads Boston College at the half 13-2 in the Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl, and then in the Wasabi Fenway Bowl, UConn leading North Carolina 27-7, and of course the Patriots in action. And right now let's send it down to courtside.
Coaching and teaching young athletes and contributed to something so special that is still being carried on today. My family and I are so grateful for the opportunity to dedicate this tournament to her. We created a memorial scholarship to give to graduating Hopkinton High School students involved in athletics and those who exhibit great character and leadership, as my mom did. The scholarships are awarded to students who are active members of the Hopkinton community and who are good people and even better teammates. We will be accepting donations, selling concessions, and having a 50-50 raffle with 100% of the proceeds going towards the scholarship in her honor. Every bit of support is appreciated in keeping my mom's name and love for the game alive and allowing future generations to feel her impacts throughout the program. My mom would have loved this, and it means the world to me that you all are here today. Thank you, and best of luck to both teams.
Good evening, and welcome to Hopkinton High School for tonight's matchup between the visiting Titans and your Hopkinton Hillers. Hopkinton High School is committed to the highest ideals of sportsmanship and to establishing a healthy environment for interscholastic competition. Hopkinton High School will not tolerate negative statements or actions directed towards competitors, game officials, or fans in attendance. Such actions include taunting, trash talking, and berating of players or officials. Hopkinton has a zero-tolerance policy, and warnings will not be issued. And now we will start with the starting lineups for the visiting Titans. Number 11, Ella Singh. Number 14, Nikki Chacharoni. Number 20, Ashley Demiri. Number 23, Eliana Campos. And captain, number 24, Brooke Adams. The Titans are coached by Kashawn Hampton and assisted by Kevin Henderson. And now let's hear it for your Hopkinton Hillers. At forward, freshman, number 24, Abby Rabinovich. At forward, sophomore, number 10, Julia Chatton. At forward, junior, number 14, Sophia Whitman-Cross. At guard, junior captain, number 22, Tegan Restaghini. At guard, senior captain, number 21, Megan Grady. The Hillers are coached by head coach Mike Greco, assisted by Michaela Pucci and Cam Gallagher. And now if you could please rise for the singing of the national anthem.
And there you have it. We are just about ready for tip-off here at the Mary Corby Invitational Tournament. And Mike, this is a great tournament at Hopkinton High School. For the last, this is the third annual Mary Corby tournament, but a great tournament they have going here during the holiday break. Last season, Hopkinton Hillers won the tournament. They're looking for a repeat this year. You got 4 great programs competing.
Yeah, this is gonna be a great day, and of course, Mary Corby brought to girls basketball here everything you see here today. She helped build. All the way down from the youth level up. Fantastic. It was a great little honor to have this event going on. And yes, these 1 teams, I just can't wait. I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't. It could go anywhere. I'd love to see the Hillers repeat and get it again, but you never know.
And these games, of course, count towards the regular season records as well. And a big matchup here, Hopkinton, Algonquin, 2 very good programs. Algonquin off to a great start this year at 3-1. The Hillers off to a nice start as well at 2-1. And we are ready for tip-off in the center circle. Sophia Whitman-Kraus for the Hillers up against, that was number 23 for Algonquin, Aliana Campos, and we are underway. Hillers in the white, working left to right across your screen. As Chatton sends it to the top of the perimeter. Rabinovich trying to drive in, and it's stripped away by Brooke Adams. Here comes Algonquin down the lane. No good there. Ball tipped in the air, and we have a foul against Algonquin as Ellis Singh on the attempted lay-in for the Titans. And it'll be a Hiller inbound. First foul of the game belongs to Brooke Adams. Full court pressure by the Titans. Taking a page out of the Hiller book here, putting that pressure on early. And we're going to have a travel. 1 step too many there. Tom Nappy, happy to be with you on this Saturday afternoon along with Mike Terosian. He's doing some sensational camera work and will be contributing to the broadcast as well.
And you get to watch the game full court when I have to watch through this little 2-inch screen.
That's right. Missed lay-in by Chatton there. Algonquin has it. Singh sends it back, and now along the wing, sent into the paint, and a nice lay-in off the boards, but no good is Nikki Chacharoni, and the Hillers have it. Not for long, however. Algonquin gets it back, taken away by Eliana Campos. And a lot of football games going on right now with a lot of local interest, and we'll keep you updated on those as well. Lane attempt there, no good by Ellis Singh. The Patriots in action against the Chargers. Last check, Mike, it wasn't good. 10-0 Chargers. And that shot attempt is blocked as Whitman-Kraus takes the shot, and a nice block by Campos. All defense so far. Scoreless game, 1.5 minutes in. Driving baseline now. The attempted pass to the block was tipped by Kraus, and the Hillers have it. Down the lane, around the defender, up and in with the left hand, the captain, Tegan Arestagini. First bucket of the game. Full court pressure by the Hillers. Ellis Singh along the far side, stripped away. Grady has it. Grady down the lane, up with the left hand, no good. Put back is no good by Chatton, and it's going to be Algonquin ball. Well, both teams getting turnovers, Mike, but not a whole lot of finishes so far early in this one.
It just seems like as soon as they get near the basket, they're turning it over.
Full court pressure once again by the Hillers. Passing it down is DeMary. And now along the sideline, pass a little high for Brooke Adams, and it's tipped out of bounds. It'll be a Hillers inbound. On the entry, Megan Grady. Full court pressure by Algonquin. Grady gets it to Restagini. I think Tegan Restagini is going to be key today for the Hillers. Get her going from the low post. Chatton sends it over to Grady. And Grady going to drive down and get some body contact there. Second foul of the game on Algonquin. That one will go against Nikki Chacharoni. Inbound for the Hillers. Restagini on the entry. Gets it into Rabinovich. Drive it down, sends it up top. 3 ball, no good, off the mark. Battle for it in the low post. Rabinovich able to tip it out, but it's taken by Chacharone. And she'll send it up and in goes Ashley Demary. The junior strikes. Full court pressure by Algonquin. Here comes Restagini. She drives down, sends it to the block. Up and in. Sophia Whitman-Kraus, the junior. A 4-2 Hiller lead. 3 minutes into this first quarter. Full court pressure once again. A good trap set along the far side, but Algonquin able to maintain possession. Demary along the top of the perimeter. Little stiff arm there. She'll get it over. And driving in, no good, is Adams, and the Hillers have it. Rebound by Restagini. Restagini with the behind-the-back dribble, sends it over. Trap set by Algonquin, tipped out of bounds, and it's going Titans' way. Algonquin Titans led by head coach Kashawn Hampton. Hillers led by head coach Mike Greco, of course, who's done a great job with this program, and he is certainly happy to have a bit of a bigger roster this season. Only had about 8 available players last year on the varsity roster. It'll be an Algonquin inbound off the Hillers foul. Second of the game by Restagini. She's going to have to be careful. 2 fouls for each team. 3.5 minutes in. Sends it in. What a block by Restagini on the attempted layup by Chacharone, and it'll be Hiller ball. On the entry, Elena Vallis, who just hopped into the game. Simulus along the far side. Sent up by Restagini. Over to Vallis. Sends it inside. Surrounded by defenders is Whitman-Kraus, and we'll have a jump ball call. It'll be an Algonquin inbound. Ella Singh with it. Full court pressure by the Hillers once again. Demary coming up the near side, sends it across over to Adams. Adams sends it underneath, no good. But Adams has the rebound, turns around, puts it up and in with the left hand. It is a 4-4 game. Restagini with it. You see a lot of defensive pressure, and it pays off once again for Algonquin. A battle for it in the paint now. We're going to have a travel called against the Hillers. It's going to be Algonquin ball. Gabby Simulus trying to recover and ended up getting trapped there inside the paint. But Mike, talk about strategic defense. The defense by both teams, very aggressive.
Solid, very solid.
Over to the corner now. Sent up top to Singh. She'll get it in to the low post. Adams trying to send it over. Restagini battling for it. And it's tipped out of bounds. Going to stay with Algonquin. Well, Mike, I'm getting the feeling we're not going to have a lot of buckets this game. No, it's going to be all about the defense. It's going
to be a low score and defense. Defense.
And we have a bit of a timeout, so Whitman-Kraus could tie her shoe there, and Ella Singh set to inbound. Now, and she's actually going to come out of the game for a breather. Sophia Flynn into the game for Algonquin. Now in for the Hillers, Megan Grady. On the entry. Sends it out. Driving down, and no good there. And that was Nikki Chacharone. She was looking for the foul. It's going to stay with Algonquin, however. Flynn gets it over to Singh, and now along the wing, that's Demary. Demary gets it over. Chacharone sends it to the corner. Now sent across. Demary for 3. Yes! Knocks it down.
That's a long 3, too.
Ashley Demary, the junior for Algonquin already with 5 points. A 7-4 Algonquin lead. Sent over to the corner. to Vallis. She's going to drive baseline, sends it back out. Now driving in, Whitman-Kraus, no good there. Battle for it, and Whitman-Kraus gets it back, goes up for the shot, and draws the contact. The junior at the line for a pair. That foul on Eliana Campos, the sophomore. First of two, no good. Whitman-Kraus with 2 points so far in this game. And she'll add another. A 7-5 Algonquin lead. Full court pressure once again by the Hillers. DeMary with it, sends it over to Adams. Adams surrounded by defenders trying to get it into the interior, and the errant pass taken by Vallis. Vallis gets it into the paint. The kick out over to Simulus, driving in, upwind, in with the right hand goes the freshman. The Hillers have tied it back up, and now along the near side, knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Algonquin. Good steal attempt there by Megan Grady. Nikki Chacharone set to inbound. Gets it into DeMary. DeMary working against Vallis. And we're gonna have a charge, an offensive charge there. That'll be against DeMary. That's her first. Team fourth for Algonquin in this first quarter. Here comes the Hillers. With it, Vallis sends it into the paint, up and in. Abby Rabinovich. The freshman striking for a couple buckets for the Hillers. And now here comes Algonquin quickly down the court. Up for the shot and no good. Campos. And on the rebound, we have another Algonquin foul as Rabinovich pulls it down. That one going to be against Sophia Flynn. Team fifth for Algonquin, so the Hillers are in the bonus. 1:50 left to go in the first quarter. The Hillers could take advantage here. Whitman-Kraus on her first of two, hits it. She has 4 points. No good there, and that was, correction, that was Rabinovich, who now has 3 points, a 10-7 Hiller lead. Algonquin has reached the limit in fouls, so any Algonquin foul from here on out in the first quarter will lead to free throws. Surrounded by defenders, able to get it away to Flynn, and we're going to have a foul here against the Hillers. That one going to be on Gabby Simulus, her first, team third for Hopkinton. Nikki Chacharone on the entry. Gets it into Flynn. Flynn sends it underneath. The kick out to the corner. Brooke Adams for three, knocks it down. Couple threes in this first quarter for Algonquin. Rabinovich sends it over to the block. Kick out by Chatton. Around the perimeter they go. 3-ball attempt, no. Hiller rebound, put back, and drawing the foul, Julia Chatton off the miss Gabby Simulus 3-ball attempt. That foul going to be against Isabella Mello Furtado for Algonquin. First of two, got it. Sophomore Julia Chatton in the scorebooks for the Hillers. No good on the second, so it remains a 1-point Hiller lead. Approaching a minute left to go in the first quarter. DeMary gets it over to Chacharone. Back to DeMary. Murray trying to shake the defender. Drives in, kicks it to the corner. Brooke Adams thought about the three. And now the pass to Flynn, driving in, up for the shot, no good. She was hoping for a foul there. It'll be a Hiller inbound. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Ella Singh back into the game for the Titans. Back in for the Hillers, Sophia Whitman-Kraus. Here comes Vallis. Over to the wing to Simulus, and now along the corner, battle for it. Pulling it away is Chatton. The pump fake by Simulus. She'll drive in and draw some body contact. She will head to the line. That foul going to be on Ella Singh. That's her first. First of two, no good. Gabby Simulus so far with 2 points on the afternoon. And there's a third. 2-point lead for the Hillers. 27 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Full court pressure once again. Singh sends it over to the far side. A nice feed underneath. The putback by Singh is no good. Off the Miss Milo Furtado lay-in, and here comes the Hillers. Quickly up court off the glass. No good there by Simulus. Ball batted in the air. Algonquin pulls it down. DeMary with it. 5 seconds left. DeMary driving in. Kicks it to the corner. Up before the buzzer, and in is Ella Singh with the buzzer beater. And Mike, what a way to end the quarter for Algonquin. And that was a beauty of a shot at the buzzer, I have to admit.
I tell you that, yeah, those are sweet, sweet to watch. And being a homer, yeah, we didn't want that, but it was a very, very beautiful shot.
Hey, when something exciting happens,
we'll take it.
We got to give it a mention.
Without a doubt.
13-12, Algonquin leading at the end of the first quarter. A reminder, we'll have both games for you today in the Mary Corby Invitational Holiday Tournament. We start off with Hopkinton, Algonquin. Winner of this game will play the winner of next game, which will be Milford and Westboro. And those are two very good programs as well, so should be an exciting afternoon of basketball.
Yeah, and then we will be streaming the finals.
Yes.
Live tomorrow via Huddle system. But at least you'll be able to see it.
Absolutely. Very happy to be able to get this tournament out there for all the fans cheering on one of these programs. And we'll give you some updates on the local bowl games going on right now. Boston College and UConn in action. You got the New England Patriots in action. Nebraska leading BC in the third quarter 13-2 as we are ready to start the second quarter. And UConn defeated North Carolina 27-14. Congratulations to the UConn Huskies on their bowl game win. Around the perimeter goes the Hillers, driving in and sending it underneath Rabinovich, and it's knocked away. Trying to keep it in bounds was Chatton, but a little late to get there. It's going to be Algonquin ball. Full court pressure by the Hillers. Ashley DeMary sends it over to Chacharone, and now driving in, up with the underhand and no good. But the putback will fall through. So Brooke Adams with the miss. Ella Singh able to strike. And Algonquin in business, up by 3. With it is Vallis. Sends it in to Whitman-Kraus. Pass up to the top of the perimeter. And it's going to be stolen away by Ella Singh. Out of bounds it goes, and it'll stay with the Titans. Well, a big piece of this Hiller team not active today. Holly Paharik out with an injury. We hope that she gets better and comes back very soon, as that ball's tipped back by Whitman-Kraus and recovered by DeMary and Algonquin. Driving in, that's going to be a travel. She dragged that plant foot, and it's going to be Hiller ball. Vallis into Restaghini. Hiller's trailing by 3, trying to get that offense going. Into Rabinovich, and a nice pass to Whitman Kraus, driving down the lane, and she draws the body contact. And that is going to be the second foul on Eliana Campos. Whitman Kraus with 3 points so far, no good there. She is 1 for 3 from the line. And no good on the second shot. Algonquin has it. Ella Singh sends it over. Pass up the far side. Chacharon and a loose ball along the baseline. Out of bounds it goes. Elena Vallis just a little late getting there. Going to stay with Algonquin. Sends it in. Along the corner, DeMary. Surrounded by defenders. Good trap by the Hillers, but we're going to get a push call against Hopkinton. It's going to be their first foul of the second quarter. Well, Mike, third year of this tournament, and all these programs, they've played each other even before this tournament on multiple occasions. So it's almost like a league game where you got opponents that know each other fairly well, I would say.
Yeah, it does have the. That was a long whistle. What was that?
It's going to be a turnover. She took too long to inbound. Violation there. Good defense by the Hillers, giving her nowhere to go with it. Here comes Restaghini. Bobbled by Simulus, but she's able to recover. Restaghini now sends it over to Grady. Grady gets it in to Rabinovich, and we're going to have a foul. It's going to be an offensive violation there. Actually, it might have been a moving violation. The sign was a little confusing there. Full court pressure by the Hillers. Singh trying to work her way up, and we have some body contact. Foul against the Hillers. Well, both of these teams are playing physical.
Very physical game. And you expect it. I mean, they know each other.
That's the third foul on Restaghini. She'll have to be careful.
Go back, would you say this is like a league game? Well, yeah, it has the whole feel of a Friday night.
Absolutely. And a charge called against Ashley DeMary.
Coach does not like that call at all.
Yeah, I think, I'm not sure about that one. That was an interesting call there. Maybe that forward motion with the ball towards the defender, I don't know. Sent to the corner, over to Simulus. Thought about the three, gonna drive it instead. Up with the right hand, no good. Hillers with the rebound. A nice job by Grady, bursting in between a couple of Titans to get the ball back. Driving in, Vallis. Vallis knocked to the ground, able to get it out over to Grady. And Grady lost her dribble as it was touched by Chacharon, and Algonquin will have the turnover.
A little sloppy play out there.
Chacharon on the entry. Algonquin working their way up the floor. Ella Singh calling it out. Gets it over to the corner. Chacharon is going to have it stripped away by Rabinovich. Rabinovich down the lane, no good. That's one there. You got to finish those, Mike. But here's a turnover. Vallis going to draw the foul. Good recovery by the Hillers.
Yeah, you would see a whole lot of different score if everyone finished.
Well, you're seeing a lot of quick hands on the defense by both teams, really, and both teams coming away with some great steals, and that's how it's going to be all game long. First of two is good by Vallis.
So many defensive turnovers that first quarter. I don't think I've seen that many in like a whole game.
Well, if you were at the Hopkinton Milford boys game the other night, there was a lot of turnovers in that one,
A
too.
little different, huh?
Full court pressure and very aggressive defense, such as we're seeing here today. And speaking of turnovers, Rabinovich down the lane. Yes! That'll be Rabinovich, a freshman, with another great steal and able to finish. Flynn gets it to the block. Able to get it back out is Milford, and we're going to have a timeout called by Algonquin. Hillers back on top, 16-15, 4:39 left to go in the second quarter. Back and forth we go. What a game it has been.
I tell you, I'm working up a sweat going back and forth so much.
And I think we could expect a similar situation all game long. Lots of lead changes, and
Yep.
both teams, they're out there playing hard, looking for those turnovers. And it has the makings of one of those gritty games.
Yeah, they are. They're playing very tough out there. I think. I think you're going to see this continue for 2 more quarters. I definitely see this. They're not giving up.
You want to know what's going on with the New England Patriots right now,
I
Mike?
really don't, but go ahead and give it to me.
Well, it's not great at the half. Chargers leading 20-7. So not looking good for the Patriots
How'd we get
today. And I know Drake May was knocked out of the game as he took a late hit. And I don't believe he has been back in the game. But he went 5 for 5. Brissett only threw 1 pass, it looks like. So a lot of running the ball in that one.
Right.
All right, we are ready to continue off the timeout.
Let's talk about a game that matters now.
Exactly. I'll tell you what, this game far more exciting than that Patriots game
I
going
bet.
on. That's we'd rather be here.
Yes.
DeMary gets it to Chacharone, especially this season. Flynn to the top. And now DeMary driving in, gets it over to the short corner, up for the jumper and in. Ellis Singh. Well, the Hillers, they climb back on top, but Algonquin strikes back once again. Driving in, Simulus, no. Loose ball, and it's collected by Algonquin as Chacharone corrals it in. Sent up by DeMary, long pass there, but it is hauled in by Flynn. Over to the block she goes. Melo Furtado trying to work her way through the defenders. Kicks it out. Up for 3. No good. Melo Furtado with the rebound. Kicks it back out to DeMary. DeMary gets it over. And now Singh trying to drive in. Finds Flynn. Algonquin seems to be being a little more patient before taking the shot, looking for that opportunity. DeMary in the paint with defenders all around, no good on that shot. Loose ball, and it is tipped out of bounds. It'll go Hiller way. Good defense by the Hillers. They're able to draw up that turnover as Megan Grady inbounds to Vallis. Algonquin backing off the press for now. Vallis to Simulus. She'll fire it across. Grady gets it to the block. Rabinovich, yes! Abby Rabinovich. She's going to be one to watch, Mike.
Tell you, yeah, we got 3 more years of that.
Absolutely. 3-ball attempt. No good there by Adams. Hillers have it. And we're going to have a foul. A little push there by Chacharone. That's going to be her second foul. Team 4th for Algonquin. So they're just about at the limit. Vallis with it. Gets it over. Simulus into the paint. Up for the jumper. No good. Tipped in the air. Algonquin has it. And a nice feed by Campos to get it to Singh. But an errant pass that's out of the reach of Chacharone will give the Hillers back the ball. 18-17 Hiller lead, 2:41 left in the first half. And at the halftime breaks today and between the games, we'll have some of the latest Hiller highlights and happenings, so stick around for that. Fired across by Grady, a little too far ahead of Elena Vallis, and Algonquin will have it. Ella Singh on the entry. Chacharon with it. Gets it back to DeMary. DeMary back to Chacharon. Algonquin trying to open things up in the interior. The Hillers not making it easy. Singh driving in, called for the travel. And I think she took a step or two before the dribble there, and the ref got her. Vallis with it. Over to Grady. 2 minutes and counting left to go in the first half. Hillers working the perimeter. Vallis driving in, up for the jumper, knocks it down. Elena Vallis, another freshman that is going to be one to watch this season. Over to Singh. Singh fires it to the block, and Algonquin responds. Eliana Campos. A 1-point game. Vallis splits the defenders, gets it underneath, called for the travel. It'll be a Titans inbound. Chacharon on it. Over to DeMary, back to Chacharon. Fires it up to Adams. Adams surrounded by defenders and gives up a turnover there as Chatton intercepts the pass. And taken back by DeMary. DeMary able to strip it away from Chatton as she was looking to fire it towards the left side. DeMary calls it out as we approach a minute left in this second quarter. Working against Elena Vallis, drives in, fires it underneath. No good on the lay-in, a battle for it. Stepping out of bounds is Whitman Krause. It'll stay with Algonquin. Ella Singh on the missed shot. Titans would like to get her going. They're finding her in the low post, and she's getting some good opportunities. Back to Singh, and a miscommunication there. Backcourt it goes, and it's going to end up out of bounds. Good awareness by Rabinovich, boxing out Algonquin from keeping it in. Hillers inbound, Elena Vallis on the entry. Vallis gets it over. Oh, she took too long, I think. A timeout, or did we get a timeout in? Looks like we got a timeout in by Coach Greco. Just in the nick of time. Coach Greco gets the timeout in at 47.6 seconds left to go in the second quarter. A 20-19 Hiller lead. And it has been back and forth all half long.
Well, you know, I expected the back and forth. We talked about that in the beginning, how it should be a tight game, back and forth. But I expected a bigger score, you know, a lot of both sides not finishing. You know, That's just, I expected a bigger score by now. But, you know, the defense is doing their job.
They certainly are, and the stingy defense could lead to that, and it really gets the nerves going when you're taking those shots because you just are waiting for that defender to sneak up on you and try to strip it away.
Right.
But some great defense by both teams, and I expect this game to go down to the final seconds, so buckle your seatbelts and cook up that popcorn, everybody. It's going to be a good one.
I was very excited when they said there's concessions today because, you know, we're here for 2 games.
Yes.
We'll
have to go check it out. Yep. Off the entry, 45 seconds left to go in the quarters. Chatton sends it over to the corner. We're going to get a travel call as Simulus tries to take it in. I'll tell you, you're not going to get away with nothing in this one, Mike.
A lot of walking today. A lot of walking, and it's all being cut.
Full court pressure by the Hillers. Chacharon with it. 7-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Sophia Flynn sends it over to Chacharon. Under 30 seconds left to go in the quarter. Flynn hands it over to DeMary. DeMary up for the jumper. No. And it's an Algonquin rebound. The putback, no good there by Brooke Adams on the hook shot attempt. Vallis with it. 10 seconds left. Sends it over. Simulus driving in. And it's losing it there was Whitman Kraus. A battle for it. And we're going to get a jump ball call with
0.2
just
seconds.
0.2 seconds
0.2
left.
seconds.
Not much time to do anything with it besides inbound. Flynn on the entry, and there's your second quarter. At the end of 2, it's the Hopkinton Hillers 20, the Algonquin Titans 19. It's the Mary Corby Invitational Tournament. Game 1 of 2 today. The winner of this game will take on the winner of Milford and Westboro, which we will have for you coming up starting at 4 p.m. But at the half, Hopkinton leads by 1, and right now, here are some of the latest Hopkinton Hiller highlights and happenings. We'll be back for the second half. You're tuned in to Varsity Girls Basketball on HCAM.
Mom, Dad, look at me, please. See, yes, perfect. Turn your head towards me a little bit. Towards me, this way. Yeah, not that far, right there. Perfect.
Hi, my name is Nina Zuganatos, and I'm going to Boston University for soccer. I'm Maddie Recupero, and I'm going to Princeton for soccer.
All right. Maddie, what made you choose Princeton?
It kind of had everything that I wanted with the school and the soccer, and I just love like the campus and the location and how like the town and the campus are like one, and it just feels like it will be like a home for me.
And what made you choose BU?
I chose BU because it, like Maddie said, had everything I wanted. It had the whole package and super close to home. Campus is super nice, and it just made me really excited for the next chapter in my life.
All right, and what was it like playing with each other here at Hopkinton?
It was a great experience. We've been friends for over 6 years now, and to play high school soccer together has just been so much fun and enjoyable. Yeah, she's my best friend, my favorite person, so playing with her has been really fun, and yeah, it's great.
How does it feel to hold the all-time goal record for a single season?
It feels good, I guess. Yeah, it feels good, but I mean, I wouldn't have done it without the help of my teammates and obviously Nina here, because she assisted me a lot, so yeah.
Okay. And you both had a tremendous amount of assists as well, so you helped each other in that way.
Yeah.
What was your favorite memory at Hopkinton High School soccer?
My favorite memory is when we won our Elite 8 game last year and being able to make it to the Final Four in the MIA Division I tournament. Yeah, I would say last year, the Sweet 16 game too, just because we scored in the last second. I scored the goal, but it was like fun overall just because like we all like went in for the biggest hug and it was just so exciting, and then winning the Elite 8 game to make it to Final Four was super fun.
All right, well, I'm sure you'll get a lot more goals in college. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Nice stuck with me. Hold on.
I'm Nick Pedroli. I'm playing baseball at Bentley University.
I'm Dylan Ruff. I'm playing baseball at St. Anselm College.
All right, and can you talk about what your experience was like playing ball here at Hopkinton High?
Yeah, it was an amazing experience. The culture here is amazing all around. The people here are amazing. The coaches are amazing. So 10 out of 10 experience, without a doubt.
Yeah, it was amazing. The coaching, my teammates, everything. It was just such a blessing to play.
Yeah, what was it like being teammates?
It's great to be teammates with Dylan. You know, fun all the time, and we got a lot of wins, which is good.
I played with Nick my entire career here, so I got to know him really well. He's been a great teammate, great player. It was awesome.
And what made you choose St. Anselm's?
The location mainly. I like staying a little closer to home. The academics are great. The location's great, so it's a great school all around.
And what made you choose Bentley?
As well, the location, the team, the coaching, and the academics.
All right, what are you guys going to be studying over there?
I'll be studying business.
Yeah, same here, business.
All right, congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Maya Weil Megason, Bentley University, swim and dive.
All right, and what was your experience like at Hopkinton High School on the swim team?
Well, I've been competing for the varsity team for the past 3 years, and this year I am a co-captain for the varsity swim and dive team. And throughout my experience, I've had a great time with learning from my upperclassmen teammates who have really led the way in how I learned how to compete and think about the sport. And the way that the team is so supportive towards me and all my other teammates is really special, and it's just such a great environment.
All right, and do you have a favorite event you like competing in?
Yes, I love to swim any butterfly event, more specifically sprint butterfly, and I also love mid-distance freestyle with the 200 freestyle.
Terrific, and what attracted you to Bentley?
Well, I always knew that I wanted to stay in Massachusetts, and I wanted a school that wasn't too big, but wasn't so small that there was just nothing going on. And Bentley just was the perfect fit for me in terms of what I wanted to study, where I wanted to be, and the overall environment.
All right, what are you going to be studying over there?
I am going in as corporate finance and accounting.
So my name's Nate Burns. I'm going to be going to Assumption University, and I'm going to be playing lacrosse there.
Excellent. And how did you enjoy your experience here at Hopkinton playing lacrosse?
I loved it. I loved the teammates, coaches, everything about it. It's a great culture.
And what attracted you to Assumption?
I really liked the location, the coaches, and when I went down to do my overnight there, just everybody there on the team and the coaches and the other commits, everybody felt really welcoming, and it was a great culture.
All right, and you got a favorite memory during your lacrosse days here at Hopkinton?
Yeah, I would say my favorite memory was beating Minnechaug first round of playoffs last year, because we haven't done that in a long time, so I think that was a good goal for us.
Terrific. And what are you going to be studying over at Assumption?
I intend on studying business.
All right, well, congratulations, and we look forward to seeing you this spring.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the Hopkinton High School Athletics Center. We are just about ready to continue on in this Mary Corby Invitational Tournament game between the Hopkinton Hillers and the Algonquin Titans, and we got ourselves an absolute battle here today. It has been a defensive, gritty game, and as we enter the second half, it's the Hillers leading 20-19. And before we get into the scoring totals, quick update for all you Boston College fans out there. Not very good news if you're a BC fan. They trail 20-2 against Nebraska. But anyways, as we enter the second half, let's take a look at the scoring totals. For Algonquin, Ella Singh with 7 points, Ashley DeMary with 5, Eliana Campos with 2, Brooke Adams with 5. For the Hillers, you got Gabby Simulus with 3, Elena Vallis with 3. You have Julia Chatton with 1, Sophia Whitman-Krause with 4, and Tegan Restaghini with 2, Abby Rabinovich with 7. Hillers set to inbound to start this second half. Hillers working right to left across your screen. We just saw Milford walk in. They'll be in the next game against Westboro. And it's a battle for it. It's going to go Algonquin's way, and we're going to have a push against Hopkinton. Foul going to be against Megan Grady. Well, Mike, I think it's important that for the Hillers to continue playing the great defense they are, but they need to start hitting more of their shots, I would say.
Yeah, the only thing that I can see that needs to change is to finish. They need to finish. They need to make those simple layups. Every point counts because defense is in control on both sides.
And Rabinovich with the block there. Algonquin keeps it, however. But now we'll have a turnover. Good defense by Rabinovich to drop the turnover. And here comes the Hillers, Tegan Restaghini taking it up. Restaghini up against Ashley DeMary. Sent into the paint underneath. Rabinovich kicks it out. Driving in, up with the right hand, and in goes Julia Chatton. The sophomore strikes for her first field goal of the afternoon. You're tuned in to the Mary Corby Invitational Tournament. Tom Nappy, Mike Tarosian, happy to be with you for both games on this fine Saturday afternoon. The kick out over to the corner, Brooke Adams. Driving in, stripped away, and do we have a foul? Looks like we may.
Kickball.
Or kickball. Thank you, Mike.
Some of the little things I can see through the screen.
Ella Singh on the entry. Sends it to the block. No good on the jumper. Swatted out. And Hillers have it. Driving down. Restaghini up and in with the left hand. A nice finish there. She has her second field goal of the afternoon. Hillers up by 5. Biggest lead of the game. Along the far side, Chacharon sent to the corner. 3-ball attempt, no good. Algonquin rebound pulled down by Campos, kicks it out. And another 3, and this time it is good. Ashley DeMary from 3-point land. Back to a 2-point game. Restaghini gets it over to Grady. Into the paint, Whitman Krause finds Rabinovich in the low post, who draws the foul. She's going to the line for a pair. Second foul of the quarter for Algonquin. Third of the game for Eliana Campos. She'll have to be a little careful. First of 2 is good. Mike, I'll tell you, I'm really liking what I'm seeing out of Abby Rabinovich. I think she has the potential to be a superstar for this team.
Well, we got a few years to see that.
Second free throw, no good. Batted around. And Rabinovich comes up with the loose ball, kicks it out, and knocking down the 3. Tegan Restaghini. Here comes that offense we've been waiting for. Hillers up by 6. Ella Singh with it. Feeds it back. Driving in DeMary, up for the shot. No good. Pulled down by Restaghini. Feeds it up over to Grady. Grady around the defender. Yes, plus the foul. Well, the Hillers starting to strike from the field. 4 quick field goals in this third quarter. They're up by 8.
I must imagine what that halftime talk was like there in that locker room. Because whatever it is, it worked.
And the and one works as Grady able to knock it down. Full court pressure by the Hillers. Algonquin needs to pick up the pace offensively, or the Hillers could run away with this one. Chacharon up for the shot. No good. Collected by Whitman Krause. Stripped away. Battle for it. And picking it up along the far side, Chatton. Chatton feeds it in. Restaghini gonna take it back out. Along the perimeter they go. Driving in, Grady kicks it over. 3-ball, no good. And it's a Hiller rebound. Put back, yes, Whitman Krause. And Algonquin needs a timeout just like that. The blink of an eye, the Hillers up by 11. An offensive explosion to start this third quarter. Hillers outscoring Algonquin 13-3 so far in the second half. And what a change of pace, Mike.
I tell you, it's like a new game. It's like a whole new game. The offense...
They came out like a whole new team.
Yeah, they came out strong. The offense is beating their defense, which wasn't the case. The defense on both teams were in control of the first half. And now you have Hopkins defense dominating the Algonquin... the Hiller offense
really striking.
Really doing a job.
And, you know, they were getting those turnovers in the first half. They were stripping the ball away. They were getting the rebounds. They just couldn't finish. But now they're putting it together here in this third quarter.
Yeah, it's nice seeing those rebounds go back.
And we do have a Hopkinton Dover Sherborne girls hockey update from the other day. Yesterday, they lost to Auburn 6-2 in a road game. Auburn, a very good program, and Hop DS will look to get back in the win column. A lot of great talent on that team this year, a lot of great young talent. That should be a lot of fun to watch. Full court pressure by the Hillers as Chacharon and the Titans taking it up. DeMary with it now. Between the legs dribble. Gets it into Mello Furtado. The give and go down the lane. Can't finish. Ella Singh with the mislay-in. Long pass up court. Up and in. Julia Chatton. She had 1 point coming into the second half. Has added 4 in this third quarter. Hillers leading by 13. Trying to run away with this game. The kick out. Pump fake by Chacharon. Driving baseline, and she stepped out of bounds. Hiller ball. Now the Hillers, they want to get back to that Mary Corby Invitational Championship and try to win their second straight Mary Corby tournament title. And things looking good so far. Chatton sends it in. Whitman Krause up for the shot, draws the foul. Whitman Krause at the line for a pair. Second foul of the game on Isabella Mello Furtado. First of 2, no good. Second of 2, count it. Well, the Hillers have almost doubled their scoring from the first 2 quarters in this third quarter. So far, a 16-point quarter, 4:22 left to go. Hillers heating up from the field, and they get another turnover. Julia Chatton comes away with it. To the rack, yes, plus the foul. The Hillers trying to run away with this one. And Julia Chatton's back at the line for her second time today to try to complete the and one. No good. Hiller rebound. Rabinovich. Now for 3, Restaghini. No, it rattles out, collected by Chacharon. Chacharon gets it back over to Dom, and now to the corner. 3 ball, no. Missed by the captain, Brooke Adams. Here comes the Hillers quickly up the floor. Restaghini down the lane. Up and in with the right hand she goes. She has 7 points in this third quarter. 9 throughout the game. Driving in the captain, Adams, and she'll draw the foul. Algonquin trying to get some well-needed points. Only a 3-point quarter so far for the Titans compared to 20 for the Hillers. That foul on Sophia Whitman-Krause, her first, team second of the quarter. First of 2, count it. Brooke Adams with 6 points for Algonquin so far today. No good on the second, and Algonquin rebound. Putback is no good, and the Hillers have it off the mislay-in attempt by Ella Singh. Here comes Vallis, sends it over now to the corner. Simulus for 3, yes! Gabby Simulus knocking it down from 3-point land. Hillers back up by 20. Sent over to Adams. Adams down the lane around the defender, no good. With the lay-in, Restaghini has it, sends it up. A pass over by Simulus, a little too far for Vallis. Everything clicking for the Hillers in this third quarter, as they have outscored Algonquin so far 23-4. What a run. DeMary with it. Along the near side. Gets it over. Flynn driving along the baseline, draws the foul. Second foul of the game on Whitman Kraus. First of two, yes. Sophia Flynn now in the scorebooks with her first point of the afternoon. Looking for her second here. Got it. Well-needed free throws for Algonquin. Into Restaghini, full court pressure by the Titans. Simulus drives the lane, kicks it over, an errant pass to Rabinovich. Well, Mike, the one thing you don't want to do is start getting sloppy with those passes.
No, they just cleaned up from the first two quarters. Let's not blow it off with bad passing.
Exactly. Full court pressure by the Hillers. And trying to keep it in there was Whitman Kraus, but they're going to say she landed out of bounds. Algonquin ball. Flynn on the entry. DeMary with it. Trying to work around the defender. Down the lane, up for the jumper, yes. The Titans offense coming alive a little bit. Full court pressure by Algonquin, and we're going to have a push against the Titans. They're going to get Sophia Flynn with her third. Team fifth for Algonquin, and they have reached the limit. Hillers are going to the line for a pair. Big break there for the Hillers, drawing up that foul and reaching the limit. And the first of two is good. Tegan Restaghini continuing to rack up the points. And she'll hit the second. How about that? A 9-point quarter for Restaghini. Sent over to Flynn. Flynn trying to get it underneath, and it's tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Algonquin. Good attempt by Whitman Kraus, jumping up and trying to grab the steal. Alina Garge on the entry. Sends it underneath. With it is DeMary. Up for the shot, and in she goes. She has 3 field goals in this quarter. Algonquin looking for the trap here. Vallis in trouble. And we're going to get a timeout called by Coach Greco. Smart timeout there as Vallis ran into trouble along the far side. 45-29. Hillers leading with 1:59 left to go in the third quarter. And Mike, you have 20 points all throughout the first half. And then in this quarter, still with 2 minutes left, you got 25.
I tell you, finishing, they finished. They were able to finish on their layups. They were able to finish on the turnovers. It's fantastic.
Well, I'll tell you, one of the things we've been talking about, we knew they had the defense. We knew they had the rebounding. What they didn't have was the offense. And if they're able to find that, they're going to have a very good competitive team that could beat just about anybody. And we'll see if they're able to continue this offensive momentum. Algonquin, they have gotten things going a little bit offensively as well in the past couple minutes. But they still find themselves down pretty substantially. Megan Grady on the entry. Gets it into Tegan Restaghini, back to Grady. Grady fires it over to Vallis. Vallis to Restaghini. Back up top, Grady. Now Restaghini driving in. Sends it to Rabinovich, and Rabinovich going to draw the contact. She's at the line for a pair. 4th foul of the game by Sophia Flynn. First of two is good. Rabinovich shooting well from the line, 3 for 5 so far. No good there. Rebound by Flynn. Here comes Algonquin. With it, Garge kicks it over to Adams. Adams trying to work the defender, takes it in, gets it over, up and in goes Sophia Flynn. Her first field goal of the afternoon. Restaghini trying to get around the defenders. Gets it over to Vallis. Full court pressure by Algonquin. Vallis fires it up court. Grady going for it. Able to keep it in along the baseline. Gets it over. And drawing the foul is Julia Chatton. How about that hustle by Megan Grady? Getting all the way to the baseline. Just keeping it in and able to get it to Chatton. First foul of the game on Alina Garge. First of two for Chatton is in. She is 3 for 4 from the line so far. No good on the second. Algonquin has it. Working along the far side. Hiller's going to back off the press a little bit for now. DeMary with it. Approaching a minute left to go in the quarter. Driving down the lane, up with the hook. No good there is Hagan. Quickly into the offensive zone. Grady gets it over. 3-ball attempt. Vallis, no. Algonquin has it. Rebound by Hagan. Titans would really like a bucket before the end of the third quarter. Hiller's up by 16. The feed, and in goes Ella Singh. Hiller's trying to strike back quickly. 30 seconds left in the quarter. Rabinovich feeds it to Grady. Up with the underhand lay-in. No. Put back, yes. Julia Chatton. Hillers are dominating the offensive low post in this third quarter. DeMary feeds it over to Singh. Now to the wing. Hagan, 3. No. And knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Algonquin. 6 seconds left in the quarter. Pair of substitutions for the Hillers. Gabby Simulus, Sophia Whitman-Kraus into the game. On the entry. No good there, but the foul drawn by the captain, Brooke Adams. She will head to the line with 5 seconds left in the quarter. Second foul of the game on Grady. She hits the first. And the second. Well-needed free throws for the Titans. 5 seconds left. Hiller's looking for the buzzer beater. At the buzzer, no. What a quarter by the Hillers. And as we enter the fourth quarter, the Hillers up big. 49-35. As we enter the final 8 minutes, and Mike, I'm going to step away for a second to add up. Actually, let's send it down to courtside, please.
The winner will be getting $59. I'm going to pull the ticket right now. All right, and the winner number is 264105. Say it again. It's going to be 264105. You can meet us out in the front lobby and bring your winning ticket.
Welcome back. We are ready to continue on into this fourth quarter. A 49-35 lead for the Hillers. The offense piled it on last quarter. They look to continue that momentum this quarter. Driving down the lane, DeMary. Algonquin trying to find a solution to get around this stingy Hiller defense. DeMary knocks down the long 2 bucket. She has 14 points on the afternoon. Full court pressure by Algonquin as they look to draw some turnovers. And a nice lay in there by Julia Chatton, who now has 13 points. Algonquin now working the offensive zone. And we're going to get you the scoring totals in just a moment. Boy, did they change in the third quarter. Up and in goes DeMary. They continue to change in this quarter. How about this? Julia Chatton had a 10-point third quarter. She has 11 now. Restagini now with 11 points. Rabinovich with 9. 3-ball attempt. No good, but a Hiller rebound. Restagini with the putback. No. And it's collected by Elena Garge and Algonquin. And the pass attempt knocked out of bounds by Whitman Krause, going in for the steal. Gabby Simulus has also put up a good amount of points in this game. She has 8 for the Hillers. 6:26 left to go in this fourth quarter. Algonquin has some work to do to get back into this game, and that's a good start. Turnaround jumper knocked down by Ashley DeMary, the junior, who has really started to heat up in the second half. Here comes Restagini, feeds it over to Chatton. Chatton with the lane attempt, no! Put back, yes! Abby Rabinovich with the follow through, and she has 11 points, and we have a timeout. A 12-point game. Algonquin closing the gap a little bit, but the Hillers offense may be heating back up. A couple of nice field goals in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're right. Heating up is the word. They're not giving up. They're just going to keep that pressure on them. And, I mean, look at the rebounds. They're making their rebounds. It's just so pretty to watch.
Absolutely. And this Algonquin team, they're not going away either. Keep in mind, they're 3-1. And they have played some tough opponents, so I think there's a good chance that Algonquin going to continue to battle this one out. And if you're the Hillers, you really just got to keep hitting your shots.
Right. So it's been about pretty to watch how those Patriots do.
Let's see. You know, I was so happy about this game, and now you got to depress me by checking on the Patriots. Well, an interesting situation in the BC-Nebraska game. BC has climbed back in. It's now 20-15.
Oh, boy.
The Patriots have not climbed back in. They are down 30-7 in the third quarter.
Wow.
So pretty brutal for those Patriots fans out there.
I guess so.
All right, here we go. 6 minutes left to go in this one. Hillers up by 12. Algonquin has found some well-needed offense in the last few minutes. DeMary down the lane. Sends it underneath. And a nice block as Singh went for the lay-in. It is going to stay with Algonquin as Chatton stepped out of bounds. On the entry, Elena Garge. Garge gets it to the corner. 3 attempt. No. Algonquin rebound. Put back. Yes. Knocking that one down is Brooke Adams. She now has 10 points. And an errant pass there by Chatton. Algonquin will get the ball back. Well, Mike, I think if you're the Hillers, slow it down a little bit.
Slow it down. You do not need to keep that speed up, but yes, I would slow it down.
You don't need to have these long passes, and really, you want to try to burn some of this clock away. And the Hiller's going to get a turnover. A little mishandle there as Rabinovich sends it up. Lay-in attempt, no good by Chatton. Battle for it now. And we're going to get a jump ball attempt as getting tangled up was Whitman Krause. Along with, I believe that was Ella Singh. Hillers will have the inbound. Elena Vallis on the entry. Sends it in, wide open, but no good is Rabinovich. The Hillers don't want to go back to struggling from the field, especially with those opportunities. A lay-in here by Allie Hagan. Algonquin only down by 8. Elena Vallis going to draw the foul. Not a lot of fouls in this third quarter. It was only the first foul of the quarter, in fact. It's on Alina Garge. On the entry, Abby Rabinovich gets it into Restaghini. Here comes the captain, sends it over to Vallis. Vallis fires it to Rabinovich. Rabinovich up with the lay-in and good. Abby Rabinovich in the low post has been a force for the Hillers. Here comes Brooke Adams. She lost it, stripped away by Vallis. Over to Rabinovich. Rabinovich at the block, up with the left hand, no good. Ball batted around. Chatton trying to get it, but coming away with it is Ella Singh. Quick break up the court, and the lane attempt, and that was Alina Garge. The lane attempt is knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Algonquin. Milford and Westboro have both arrived, ready for the next game of the Mary Corby Invitational Tournament. The winner of today's 2 games go to the championship game, which will take place tomorrow afternoon at 4 p.m. We'll have the live video stream for you of the consolation game at 2 and the championship game. Around the defender, drawing the foul, Ella Singh. Ella Singh at the line for a pair. First foul of the game on Julia Chatton. First of 2, no good. Ella Singh's had a pretty good afternoon. She has 9 points so far. The sophomore strikes with the second free throw. She now has 10. Back to a 9-point game. Restaghini with it. Over to Chatton. Chatton working the sideline. Trying to get it back to Restaghini. Passes batted. Algonquin has it to Mary down the lane. Up and no good. Grabs her own rebound and gets tangled up, and we'll have a jump ball call. Good hustle by the Hillers there, by Julia Chatton getting into the low post to draw up the jump ball call. Nello Furtado on the entry, gets it over. Shot from the block is no good by number 20 for Algonquin. DeMary out of bounds it goes. Hiller inbound. Full court pressure by the Titans. Oh, Restaghini, a little mishandle, but it was tipped by Ella Singh on defense, so it'll be Hiller ball. Julia Chatton gets it into Vallis. Vallis trying to send it to midcourt. It was off the hands of Rabinovich, but Restaghini has it, and the lay-in attempt from the right block by Whitman Krause will draw a foul. That's going to be the third foul by Brooke Adams. First of 2, no good. Whitman Krause with 7 points so far today. Hoping to add another here. Hillers back up by 10. Full court pressure by the Hillers. DeMary gets it over to Garge. Garge trying to fire it across. A miscommunication there, and the Hillers have the turnover. 3:38 left to go. Still a good amount of time left, but getting a little bit short if you're the Algonquin Titans. Restaghini sends it over to Simulus. Simulus gets it to the right side. Up for the shot. Whitman Krause, no good. Algonquin has the rebound. Collected by Garge. Here comes Adams. down the lane and trying to get it around the defenders. An errant pass there. Hiller ball. Great defense in the low post by the Hillers. They're not making anything easy for Algonquin, Mike.
No.
Restaghini on the entry. Expect full court pressure from Algonquin for the remainder of this game. Restaghini down the lane. Splits the defenders up for the lay-in, no good. It's pulled down by Whitman-Krause, however, as she kicks it out to Vallis. Now Rabinovich driving in. That's no good. A battle for it. And it's going to be a jump ball call. Hillers will have the inbound. Elena Vallis on the entry. Gets it to the corner. Restaghini for three. No. Algonquin has it. Pulled down by Chacharon. Coming up the middle, that's DeMary. DeMary going to drive down. Sends it to the corner. Driving baseline. Chacharon. She lost it. Stripped away. Nice turnover by Rabinovich. Rabinovich gets it over. Three attempt. Simulus, no. Rebound Restaghini kicks it out to Vallis. Vallis trying to fire it to the blocks. Stolen back by Algonquin as Brooke Adams there for the takeaway. Chacharon to DeMary. Driving in from the wing, and we have some contact. Second team foul of the fourth quarter by the Hillers. Second of the game on Elena Vallis. Along the corner. Algonquin trying to work their way into the low post. Up and in with the lay-in. Brooke Adams. The captain has 12 points for the Titans, an 8-point game. 2 minutes left. Three attempts. No. A miss by Rabinovich. Just keeping it in is Ella Singh, but the Hillers get the turnover. Singh swiped it in, and Restaghini was in the right place at the right time, and now we have a Algonquin foul. We're going to get a timeout called by Coach Greco. That was the fourth foul of the game by Nikki Chacharon. She'll have to be careful for the remainder. 1:51 left to go, a 56-48 lead for the Hillers. And Mike, the offense has been pretty good in the second half, especially in that third quarter where they just had that huge offensive explosion. It slowed down a little bit in this fourth quarter, but they're doing just enough to stay ahead in this game. But Algonquin doing a good job at drawing turnovers. They just can't finish.
Right. They can't finish, but they have got a little bit better. They have shored up the lead. Instead of the 20-point lead like we saw in the third, it's now 8. And, yeah, the turnovers are great. But, again, the problem, like the first half, they had problems finishing.
Well, to talk about the tale of two halves, here's your box score. First quarter, 13-13. Second quarter, Hopkinton outscores Algonquin 7-6. That made it 20-19 going to the halftime break. Third quarter, 29-16 in favor of the Hillers, to make it 49-35 heading into this fourth quarter. And then so far in this fourth quarter, 7 for the Hillers, 13 for Algonquin. But Algonquin quickly running out of time, 1:51 left to go. The Hillers could certainly use a field goal right here. Abby Rabinovich, the freshman who has had an incredible game, set to inbound. She has 13 points so far today. And I think the Algonquin coach, Sean Hampton, questioning the timeouts.
Timeouts, yeah.
And the
That's why each team has a scorer. We have clock officials, shot clock official.
He wants to know how many timeouts both teams have used, perhaps. There's some kind of dispute.
Well, we can look it up on the YouTube replay.
No video replays at this level. Well, we have a final in the Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl. The Nebraska Cornhuskers have defeated Boston College 20-15. Good comeback attempt by BC, but they fall a little bit short. Coach Greco now at the scorer's table, and we'll see where this goes here.
And they're going to put the books together.
I'd bring my scorebook down, but I don't really keep track of the timeouts.
Yeah, that's
just the points.
I think that's the only thing you don't keep track of.
You know, you never want to see a long stop like this. It really just kind of messes with the momentum a little bit.
Kills all their mojo that they just worked up.
Could be for the good, could be for the bad. We'll find out. Don't forget, coming up next, Milford Westboro, the second game today.
That should be starting around 4 o'clock.
Winner of each game.
Now he's calling for help.
Winner of each game will participate in the Mary Corby Invitational Championship tomorrow afternoon at 4 p.m. We'll have the consolation game with the two losing teams at 2 p.m. and then the championship game at 4 p.m. We'll have the video stream for you.
But we're not going to hear your charming voice. Don't mind.
Unfortunately. Wish I could be here.
Me too, but work gets in the way of things.
But we're happy to at least have the video stream.
Yes, we are lucky.
That'll be good.
We are lucky we have that.
But what a great tournament. I mean, good turnout, too. Good amount of fans here, and they were raising all kinds of money for cancer research.
Yep. And the scholarship.
And the scholarship in honor of the great Mary Corby, who was an incredible coach in the Hopkinton community for many years, also a member of the Basketball Association, and took the 8th grade team to a state championship.
Yeah.
And I think this is going to be just a wonderful annual tournament that'll hopefully take place for many, many years to come. This is the 3rd Mary Corby Invitational Tournament. I believe it was Algonquin who won the 1st, and the Hillers took the 2nd. I know that for a fact the Hillers took last year's tournament.
That we do know.
And we'll go do our research, but I'm fairly certain it was Algonquin who took the tournament in the 1st year. Now, I guess with my limited lip reading skills, what I'm gathering here is that the Algonquin coach, Kashawn Hampton, is questioning if the Hillers had another timeout to call.
You know, this is where I wish it was like like football, where they turn on their mics to tell you what the decision was.
All right. We are ready to continue on. Rabinovich gets it into Restaghini. Hiller's going to hang on to the ball for as long as possible here, try to burn that clock. Grady gets it over to the wing. Trying to fire it inside was Chatton. Algonquin gets the turnover. Chacharon gets it back to Demery. 1:27 and counting left to go. Demery over to the corner. 3 attempt. No good there. Algonquin rebound, put back, and drawing the foul, Ella Singh. Ella Singh has been a big part of Algonquin's low post success, and gets a good rebound there and draws up the foul. 3rd of the game on Megan Grady. Team 3rd for the Hillers. And the first free throw is good. A 7-point game. Algonquin not going down without a fight. Make it a 6-point game. Well, they're still in it, Mike. This game's not over.
Nope.
1:18 left to go. It is essentially a 2-possession game. Or at the very most, a 3-possession game. And the Hillers would really love to get another bucket on this next possession they're about to have. You know, Algonquin is going to be throwing everything at them defensively.
Sure.
trying to draw up that turnover. And I'll tell you, watching these two teams play defense, very similar styles.
Neither was stronger than the other. You know, the styles were different. They were great on, both teams were great on their presses.
They're both aggressive. They both trap well.
Yeah.
And they both have made their opponent make some mistakes with errant passes and drawn up some very good turnovers. I think these are two teams that you're going to see have a very good competitive season and probably postseason as well, as long as they're able to keep the offense going. We know at times that could be a bit of a struggle for the Hillers, but if they have an offense like they have in the second half for the majority of the season, they'll be just fine. Here we go. Hillers up by 6, 1:15 left to go. Full court pressure by Algonquin. Restaghini gets it back to Grady. Now back to Restaghini. And we're going to get a violation. The Hillers took too long to get it across the half-court line.
Again, talking about that pressure.
Very good pressure there by Algonquin, and the Titans have a chance here. Chacharon gets it in to DeMary. A minute left to go, and we're going to get a charge call. A push against Algonquin. That will be the third foul of the game by Ellis Singh. And that's a bad mistake if you're Algonquin. You get the turnover, had a chance to get back into the game by within 3 or 4, and you give it up here. Restaghini draws the intentional foul. Algonquin did have 1 to give. Or actually, no, they did not. They had 4. That's 5. She's going to the line. Hillers trying to end it. And that was the 5th foul on Nikki Chacharon, who was fouled out. So that's a big loss for Algonquin. First of 2 is good. Restaghini has been good from the line today, 3 for 3, 12 points overall. And she hits both. Big points there for the Hillers. They're back up by 8. 50 seconds left. Hillers trying to hang on and advance to the Mary Corby Invitational Tournament Championship. Driving in, DeMary up for the jumper, knocks it down. She has 20 points tonight. Or today, I should say. 35 seconds left to go. Passed down by Whitman Krause along the far side. Over to Vallis. Gets it to Rabinovich. Driving in, Restaghini trying to waste that clock, and Algonquin finally able to get the foul they wanted. Well, that was some good clock killing there by the Hillers. 4th foul on Brooke Adams. And Restaghini comes through again. This one could essentially put it away here. There it is. An 8-point lead for the Hillers, 60-52. 17 seconds left to go. 3 attempt. No good. Loose ball. Battle for it. Picked up by Simulus, who will draw the jump ball call. It'll stay with Algonquin, but only 10 seconds left. And it looks like the Hillers are going to be able to hang on and advance to the Mary Corby Championship. 3 attempt. No good. Rebound Hillers by Whitman Kraus. And the Hillers are just going to hang on to it, let that clock run out, and they are moving on to the Mary Corby Invitational Championship as they take down the Algonquin Titans by a final of 60-52. Algonquin outscores the Hillers in that fourth quarter 17-11, but it wasn't enough after a tremendous third quarter explosion by the Hillers where they outscored Algonquin 29-16. And what a performance it was by this Hiller team. Great defense, excellent rebounding, tremendous shooting, especially in that second half. And they come through with a big win here today against a very good Algonquin team. Hillers now 3-1 on the season. Algonquin falls to 3-2. Tegan Restaghini, big with 4 game-clinching free throws towards the end. She had 15 points overall. I'd say she's the player of the game. Abby Rabinovich, a close consideration. She had 13 crucial points. And also Julia Chatton, what a performance she had. 13 points as well for the Hillers. And Sophia Whitman-Kraus with 8. And you had Megan Grady pitch in with 3, Elena Vallis with 3, and Gabby Simulus with 8. So a great team effort by the Hillers as several of the Hillers got in the scorebooks, and they come away with the win in Game 1 of the Mary Corby Invitational Tournament over the Algonquin Titans by a final of 60-52. Well, we are going to step aside for a little bit, but you can stay right here on this stream. Coming up in a few minutes, we'll have Milford and Westboro, and that game will determine who the Hillers will play tomorrow evening in the Mary Corby Invitational Tournament Championship as Hopkinton comes away with the 60-52 win in Game 1. But for Mike Terosian, I'm Tom Nappy. We thank you for watching Hopkinton Hiller Girls Basketball and the Mary Corby Invitational Championship. We hope you'll keep it right here. Milford, Westboro up next, and right now here are some of the latest Hiller happenings. You are tuned in Girls Varsity Basketball on HCAM. The winter season opened up this past week for the Hopkinton Hillers on Thursday, December 12th at the Milford High School pool. As Hillers Swimming hosted Dover Sherborne, here's a look at what happened. Dover Sherborne boys and girls both ended up taking the wins. DS boys won 89-69, while the DS girls won 95-71 in the very close season opening meet. Hiller girls basketball opened their regular season on Friday, December 13th by hosting Norwood at the Hopkinton High School Athletics Center. Steve Spector and myself, Tom Nappy, were on the call. 25 seconds left in the half. Here comes Restaghini.
There it is.
It up. Nice pass into the low post, and Abby Rabinovich finishes it off.
Right on cue, Tom. You called that one.
Tourney gets it over to the wing.
Need to stop.
5 seconds left.
No foul.
Markey feeds it up. Cordani down the lane. No. And that'll do it. Good defense to close out the half by the Hillers. They get a nice bucket. They do trail by 10, but still very much in this game. Driving in along the baseline. No good. And the Hillers have it. 3 shot opportunities for Norwood, but they can't finish. Restaghini down the lane. Around the defender. Yes. Feeds it up the sideline. Driving in. Chorus. kick out. Back to Becker for three. No good. And a nice rebound, but Blake can't finish. Norwood still has it, however, as Chorus collects, feeds it up top, and knocks down the swisher. Isabella Morgan with a big bucket. After being outscored in the first half, 20-10, the Hillers went back and forth with Norwood in the second half with a 24-23 second half frame, but it wouldn't be enough. Norwood takes the season opening win 44-23. Sophomore Julia Chatton led the way offensively for the Hillers with 8 points. Hiller boys basketball captured a road win in Norwood to open their season. The Hiller boys took the victory 53-43. On Saturday, December 14th, Hopkinton Dover Sherborne Girls Hockey Co-op started their season with a meeting against the Norwood Mustangs at the New England Sports Center in Marlborough. The Hillers got things rolling in the first period. Jean lost her balance there. She got tripped up. Norwood looking to put on some pressure, but coming away with it, that is Jean. Lucy Jean, she can fly up the ice. Towards the net, backhands it, and it's a score! Lucy Jean with the first score of the season for Hopkinton Dover Sherborne. It comes at 3:32 left to go in the first period. And what a way to start for the Hillers. Over to the near side, Barossa flings it into the neutral zone. Here comes Savannah Rivera. Rivera from the left circle, and it's in! Rivera wrists it towards the net, and it was deflected off of Tourney and in. 2-0 Hillers. Lucy Jean and Savannah Rivera net goals in the first frame. It was 2-0, Hillers leading into the second period. Well, last year, this Hopkinton Dover Sherborne team, they finished strong. And apologies, I mentioned that they made the playoffs last year. It was actually the year before that they made the playoffs. They had a short roster last season and dealt with many injuries. So they finished just short of the postseason, but in their final 5 games where they started to get a lot of the injured athletes back, they racked up some good playoff points. They had 2 wins, 2 ties, and a loss. Loose puck out in front, and it's stuffed in. Going 5-hole, Savannah Rivera. Well, the goaltender, Tenor, she lost track of where the puck was, could not find it. Escaping with it for the moment is Malley. She sends it back and stolen away. Here comes McPherson. McPherson flying towards the net, takes it, and rips it in! Kelsey McPherson makes it a 4-1 Hopkinton Dover Sherborne lead. Well, I'll tell you, Kelsey McPherson may be an 8th grader, but she doesn't play like it. That was just great stick work, great speed, excellent puck control, able to just fly up the ice and ring it in glove side. Hopkinton senior Savannah Rivera nets her second goal of the game in the second period. Also, 8th grader Kelsey McPherson nets a goal and had an assist as well. And with the great goaltending from Hopkinton 8th grader Emily Coito, it would be plenty to lead the Hillers to victory as they take the 4-2 win over Norwood and start off their 2024-2025 season in the W column. The girls next host Medfield and a 4 p.m. game at the New England Sports Center on Wednesday, December 18th.
Hi everyone, my name is Callie Corby. Welcome to the 3rd annual Mary Corby Invitational Tournament. I just wanted to come up here real quick to say thank you so much for participating in the tournament this weekend and for everyone who was here to support the game. For those of you who don't know, this tournament is dedicated to my mom, Mary Corby, who made an incredible impact on Hopkinton basketball as a player, coach, and mentor. Through her time with this program, she touched the lives of hundreds of players on and off the court. She gave her life to coaching and teaching young athletes and contributed to something so special that is still being carried on today. My family and I are so grateful for the opportunity to dedicate this tournament to her. We created a memorial scholarship to give to graduating Hopkinton High School students involved in athletics and those who exhibit great character and leadership, as my mom did. The scholarships are awarded to students who are active members of the Hopkinton community and who are good people and even better teammates. We will be accepting donations, selling concessions, and having a 50-50 raffle with 100% of the proceeds going towards a scholarship in her honor. Every bit of support is appreciated in keeping my mom's name and love for the game alive and allowing future generations to feel her impacts throughout the program. My mom would have loved this, and it means the world to me that you all are here today. Thank you, and best of luck to both teams.
All right. Good evening, and welcome to Hopkinton High School for tonight's matchup between the Westboro Rangers and the Milford Hawks. Hopkinton High School is committed to the highest ideals of sportsmanship and to establishing a healthy environment for interscholastic competition. Hopkinton High School will not tolerate negative statements or actions directed towards competitors, game officials, or fans in attendance. Such actions include taunting, trash talking, and berating of players or officials. Hopkinton High School has a zero-tolerance policy, and warnings will not be issued. And now we will start with the starting lineups for the visiting Rangers. Number 3, Regan Kittredge. Number 4, Lucy Petralia. Captain, number 5, Emily Gray. Number 15, Charlotte Dulé. Number 21, Mahi Shrafostov. The Rangers are coached by Mike Doobie, assisted by Jackie Rice. And now let's hear it for the Milford Hawks. Number 0, Ava Baglioni. Captain, number 15, Olivia Baglioni. Number 14, Caitlin Kernan. Number 2, Chloe Murdoch. Captain, number 13, Kay Pellegrini. Milford is coached by head coach Austin Costa, assisted by Tim Walsh. And now if you could please rise for the singing of the national anthem.
And welcome back into the Hopkinton High School Athletics Center. You are tuned in to the Mary Corby Invitational Tournament on HCAM, and it is just about time for Game 2 of today's tournament. And in game 2, you got the 2-1 Milford Scarlet Hawks and the 0-3 Westboro Rangers. Tom Nappy alongside Mike Tarosian to bring you the action. Mike doing some double duty, running the camera, and we'll pitch into the broadcast from time to time as well. But
I'll try to come up with something witty.
Absolutely, you always do. We saw a great game 1 of this tournament. Fantastic. Hopkinton took down Algonquin 60-52. Some great offense in the second half by the Hillers, especially in that third quarter. They outscored Algonquin 29-16. And then Algonquin outscored Hopkinton in that fourth quarter 17-11, but it would not be enough as the Hillers got the win. So the winner of this game will take on the Hillers, and we are underway. Westboro Rangers in the maroon jerseys working right to left across your screen. They have possession as it's going to be taken away. Milford able to get the turnover to start things off. Working along the wing is Baglioni, gets it to the corner. Murdoch feeds it over to Pellegrini. This Milford team, they are excited for the season. They got some great returning players from last year. Missed laying there by Kiernan. That's Caitlin Kiernan, the junior, and Westboro has it. Driving in now, Kittredge feeds it underneath. The lay-in attempt, no good by Srivasta, and out of bounds it goes along the near side. We'll have a kickball. It's going to be Westboro basketball. Last year, in the championship of the Mary Corby tournament, it ended up being Hopkinton and Milford, so we'll see if that will be the case again this year, or will it be Westboro getting into tomorrow's championship game. Dribbling out of bounds there is Charlotte Dulay, but actually they're going to say it was tipped out by a defender, and we're going to have a foul as well. So foul against Milford. We'll get Caitlin Kiernan with the first foul of the game by either team. Lucy Petralia on the entry. Gets it into Gray. Gray driving in from the wing. Kicks it out to Petralia. Petralia trying to feed it underneath. An errant pass there, and it's going to go in Milford's direction. Milford in the white jerseys with the red numbering. And they are looking to get back into the Mary Corby Invitational Championship and try to get some revenge on the Hillers for taking the win last year. We'll see if they're able to do so. A turnover here as Kittredge picks it up on the errant pass towards Kiernan. Knocked out of bounds, and it's going to go Milford's way. Good hustle there by Baglioni. Able to tip it off the defender. She gets it into Olivia Baglioni. The Baglioni sisters will be a couple of Scarlet Hawks to look out for in this game. Murdoch for three. No good there. Battle for it now in the interior. Westboro has it as Charlotte DeLay able to get a grasp on it. Driving the lane up for the shot is going to be Lucy Petralia, the junior, and the shot's no good, but she draws the foul and she's heading to the line. That foul will be on Olivia Baglioni. Her first, team second for Milford. First free throw is good. Lucy Petralia putting Westboro on the scoreboard. A 1-0 game. Could she make it 2? No. Falls out. Rebound by Caitlin Kiernan. Trying to steal it away was Petralia. Able to get the hand on it, but it rolls over to Baglioni. Feeds it to Ava. Ava Baglioni to the wing to Murdoch, and now up top, Olivia Baglioni to Kiernan. Back to Olivia for three. No good. Battle underneath. Just kept in bounds. Good hustle by Murdoch. Along the wing, Olivia. Up top now to Ava, and now into the interior. Kick out to Olivia for three. She knocks it down. The senior with the first field goal of the game for either team. And it'll be an inbound for Westboro as it was knocked out of the grasp of Dulay from the defender. Kittredge with it. Trying to split the defender. She lost it. Picked up by Pellegrini. Long pass. Driving the lane. And to the bucket she goes. Ava Baglioni, the junior. A 5-1 Milford lead. She feeds it inside. Missed shot there by Shrivasta. And a battle for it. We'll have a jump ball call. Getting tangled up. Chloe Murdoch along with Emily Gray. It'll be Scarlet Hawks basketball. Amelia Maloney, the sophomore, into the game for Milford. And here they come. Olivia Baglioni with it. Three-ball attempt. No good there. Milford rebound. Put back. No. A secondary putback draws a foul. Caitlin Kiernan, a force to be reckoned with in the low post. She'll go to the line. That's Westborough's first foul of the game. We'll get Charlotte Dulay with her first. Team first for Westboro. First free throw from Kiernan. No good. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out early in this one and probably getting used to the Hopkinton floor as well. Second free throw, yes. It was a good battle between Hopkinton and Milford last year's championship, a defensive gritty affair that Hopkinton ended up taking the win. Shrivasta along the short corner kicks it out. Some good passing there by Westboro, taking it in now. Delay over to the corner. That's Petralia, and she'll put it out of bounds off a defender. Milford was looking for the trap there, trying to draw up the turnover, and smart move by Petralia just to put it out of bounds so the Rangers could regroup. Feeds it over to the wing to Shrivasta. And a feed inside by Kittredge. Back out goes Gray. Gray with the shot, yes. First field goal of the day for Westboro, a 6-3 game. 4 minutes, 20 seconds and counting left to go in this first quarter. Maloney gets it over to Baglioni and trying to feed it up top, stolen away, quick break delay. Delay down the lane, draws the foul from Kay Pellegrini. Team third for Milford, and Westborough's back at the line. First of two for the freshman, and she hits. Charlotte Dulay has already gotten a couple of rebounds and now is in the scorebooks. Westboro team, a somewhat younger team, only 4 seniors on the roster. Second free throw, yes. A 6-5 Milford lead. Sent over by Nashadi. Now along the corner, Kiernan. Driving baseline, gets it back over to Pellegrini. Scarlet Hawks trying to work the perimeter. Nashadi going to be called for the travel. It'll be Westboro basketball. Along the top of the perimeter, Kittredge gets it to the corner. And a good feed along the baseline, but the Scarlet Hawks going for the steal. Loose ball now, battle for it. And it's tipped over to Petralia. Petralia feeds it in. Up for the shot, no good there is Gray. Out of bounds it goes, and it's Scarlet Hawks basketball. Well, Westboro trying to open things up in the low post. Bit of a height advantage for Milford, and they got a couple of defenders down there that are going to be certainly a task to work around for some of these Westboro forwards. Good pass over to Kiernan, who drives along the baseline, takes the pass and pops it in. A 3-point lead for the Scarlet Hawks. Delay gets it over to Gray. Gray along the block, trying to kick it out. Called for the travel. Good trap underneath by Milford. Amelia Maloney on the entry, gets it into Nashawati. Back to Maloney. Nashawati over to Maloney for three. No. Ball tipped around, out of bounds it goes, and it's Rangers basketball. Lucy Petralia on the entry. Full court pressure by Milford. And stripped away from Kitteridge. Maloney driving down the lane, gets it over. Up for the shot, and no good is Kiernan. And the rebound collected by Shrivasta, and then we get a out-of-bounds call. It'll be Westboro basketball. It looks like we got a foul as well against Kay Pellegrini. Full court pressure by Milford. Looking for the steal. They get it. Up for the shot on the fadeaway. Nashawati, the sophomore. She knocks it down. Well, aggressive defense from Milford paying off. DeLay gets it over to Shrivasta. Trying to kick it out. Called for the travel. Well, Mike, some good defense in this game so far. Both teams drawing up the turnovers, and both teams with an aggressive style of defense.
Yeah, they're very aggressive, like you said, on defense. The back and forth, it seems a little bit more controlled. It's a little slower, the pace. I don't know if that's by design, but it's a, wow.
Aaron pass there from Kiernan, out of bounds it goes.
It's definitely a different game than the first one.
Yeah, I mean, I think they'll pick it up. I think they're kind of feeling each other out a little bit. And just taking a quick peek at these rosters. Younger teams, 3 seniors for Milford, 3 for Westboro. A lot of sophomores and juniors. Full court pressure by Milford. Nice feed to Petralia along the far sideline. Back to DeLay. Kicks it out. Up top, Kitteridge. Along the corner, Gray. And it's stripped away by Cunningham. A good steal there by the sophomore. Nashawati with it, gets it over to Kiernan, who thought about the three. Gonna kick it over to Maloney, who launches it. No, air ball collected by Petralia. Petralia feeds it up the far side, off the hands of DeLay. Out of bounds it goes, but it was also tipped by the defender, Nashawati, who is trying to keep it in bounds. It'll be a Westboro inbound. The junior, Lucy Petralia, on the entry. From the corner, no good. Off the rim it goes. Milford has it, collected by Nashawati. Gets it into the low post, up and in with the jumper, the junior, Ava Baglioni. 12-5, Milford leading as we approach a minute left in the first quarter. Kitteridge with it. Kicks it over to DeLay. DeLay gets it back to Petralia. And out of the elbow to Gray. Driving down over to the corner. 3-ball attempt. Defender got a hand on it. Missed by DeLay, collected by Nashawati. And it's stolen back by Petralia. Over to the left block, up and in goes Sloan Breshnahan, the freshman. And that was some good quick hands by Westboro, drawing up a well-needed turnover and getting that field goal, but a good feed underneath here. No good on the first attempt. Grabbing her own rebound is Cunningham. She kicks it out to the wing. Up for three, Kiernan, no. Collected by Breshnahan. Feeds it up over to Kitteridge, driving in now along the high post. Kitteridge, and she'll draw a push with 11 seconds left in the quarter. They're going to get Kyla Nashawati, the sophomore, with her first foul. Team fourth for Milford. Delay on the entry over to Kitteridge. Back to the corner now. Delay working her way up the perimeter, trying to feed it inside. Good steal there by Nashawati. Nashawati at the buzzer, and no good. And that is how the first quarter will end. At the end of one, it is Milford 12, Westboro 7. And we have ourselves a pretty good battle here. Both teams kind of grinding it out.
Yeah, a little back and forth. I love the, I love the word, best word ever is battling. They are battling underneath the baseline and under the hoop. This is going to be a good game. It's a little slower paced than the first game, but they seem to be more in control on their offense.
Yeah, I think they're going to pick it up as it goes on, and kind of seemed like in that first quarter both teams were just kind of feeling each other out and getting used to the court. And I think we'll see them pick it up as this game continues to proceed. And we did have some good local football action today in college and in the pros. It wasn't so good at the pro level locally.
There was nothing good about that game.
The New England Patriots falling just short to the Chargers by a final of 40-7. So a good close game over at Gillette Stadium today. And on the college side, a couple of bowl games featuring local teams. BC falling short to Nebraska 20-15. Then earlier you had UConn take down North Carolina 27-14. For those of you tuned into the tournament here on HCAM wondering about what's going on in the football world. Milford looking for the turnover here, and they have it. Ava Baglioni able to strip it away. Here come the Scarlet Hawks. Olivia Baglioni looks like she'll draw some contact as she crosses half court. It's going to be the first foul of the quarter, and it belongs to Westboro's Charlotte DeLay. On the entry, Olivia Baglioni gets it into Ava Baglioni. Now the pass by Nashawati along the top of the perimeter. Cunningham. 3-ball, Nashawati, no good. Pulled down by Cunningham. Battling it out with a couple of Westboro defenders and getting tied up with her will be Regan Kitteridge, the sophomore, and we'll have a jump ball. It'll stay with Milford. Olivia Baglioni on the entry. Gets it over to the corner. Ava drives in and puts it in. Her third bucket of the game. She has 6 points. And a steal by Olivia Baglioni. Gets it underneath to Nashawati, but she can't finish. Here comes Westboro. Petralia along the corner. Gets it into the low post. Wide open. And in with the finish. Sloan Bresnahan with her second bucket of the day. A 14-9 game. Cunningham kicks it out over to Pellegrini. Working along the top of the perimeter, nice feed underneath, up with the reverse. Cunningham, no, grabs her own rebound, kicks it out. Baglioni gonna drive in around the defender, up and in with the right hand. And how about Ava Baglioni? She has 8 points already tonight. Gray for 3, no good. Collected by Nashawati. Nashawati, quick breakdown court, nearly stripped away by a defender, but she's able to regather. Over to Cunningham, the kick out, 3-ball attempt. That's no good by Baglioni. Put back is good by Pellegrini, but it's going to be waved off. Travel called. So it'll be Westboro basketball.
It's one of those that get called here, but wouldn't get called in the NBA.
Right. Yeah, you get an extra step or two in the pros. You got to be more disciplined at this level, I'd say. Here comes Westboro. Milford backing off the press for now. Kitteridge gets it over to the corner. Surrounded by defenders is Benyas, the freshman, and Milford going to drop the turnover. Some good defense underneath. Ava Baglioni taking it up. Ava pump fakes, gets it over to Olivia. Back to Ava now. The Baglioni sisters with some good passing there, but we're going to have a travel against Olivia, and it's going to be Westboro basketball. 2 minutes into the second quarter, 4-2 quarter in favor of Milford so far. They lead it 16-9. Regan Kitteridge with it. Over to the elbow to Gray. Gets it underneath. And having some trouble in the low post. Sravasta surrounded by defenders. and she lost her grasp on it. Milford gets yet another turnover. Well, Milford creating all kinds of havoc in that low post, doing a nice job at drawing up the turnovers. Baglioni with it. Ava finds Cunningham. Cunningham kicks it out to Kiernan. Kiernan trying to split the defenders, will draw contact. They're going to get Mahi Shrivasta with the foul. And Caitlin Kiernan at the line trying to add on to her 3 points. There's one. She now has 4 on the evening. We'll get a timeout call. 5 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in the second quarter. You're tuned in to the Mary Corby Invitational Tournament on HCAM. Game 2 and the final game of the day. We had a great game 1. Hopkinton took down Algonquin 60-52. Slow start offensively, as it was only 20-16 heading into the halftime break, but the Hillers really picked it up in that third quarter, outscoring Algonquin 29-16, and that was essentially the key to success for the Hillers as they took it 60-52. Your top scorers were Abby Rabinovich with 13 points. Julia Chatton had 13. And the team lead belonged to Tegan Restaghini, who came through with 4 crucial free throws in that fourth quarter and had 15 points overall. A great win in game 1 of the tournament for the Hillers. And, of course, it counts towards their regular season as well. So they improved to 3-1. We will have both games of the tournament. The video stream tomorrow. We'll have the consolation game at 2 p.m. and the championship game at 4 p.m. Off the timeout now, Kiernan looking to strike with her second free throw attempt, and she will. Milford off to a 9-point lead. Full court pressure by the Scarlet Hawks. Trying to drop that turnover. Shrivasta. And Baglioni able to strip it away, keeps it in bounds, and Milford has it. Chloe Murdoch takes it along the far side. Here comes Baglioni. Gets it over to Ava. Now to Cunningham. Cunningham feeds it down. Up for the shot, no good. Kiernan. Milford maintains possession, and the putback by Chloe Murdoch is good. Milford up by 11. Shrivasta has it stripped away once again. Ava Baglioni flying up the sideline, able to knock it out of her grasp. Olivia with it now. Over to the far side, Breshnahan driving baseline, trying to kick it over to the corner. Good steal there by 15 Charlotte Toulet for Westboro. Milford trying to get it back along the wing, a battle for it. Able to maintain possession, Shrivasta. And now along the corner, a good rejection by Murdoch. A shot here, that's no good. And Milford has it. Olivia Baglioni feeds it up, a long pass to Kiernan. Kiernan trying to take it down, stripped away. Ava picks it up, launches it from the short corner. Air ball. And the rebound by Emily Gray drew contact. They got her with the trowel. I don't like that, Mike.
That
There was a lot of contact there. Now these officials let them play out there.
Hey, Milford's doing a good job on the hustle. You know, they are running really fast and causing turnovers.
They certainly are. Yeah, they have great hustle, some good quick hands too, and Westboro's got to be aware of that. Murdoch gets into the corner. 3 attempt, and it's good. Olivia Baglioni with her second 3-ball of the game. She has 6 points. Westboro trying to respond, but rejected is Emily Gray. Long pass now to Kiernan, and she lost her grasp on it. A little too far in front of her there. Out of bounds it goes. Well, Milford trying to climb ahead early and take control of this game. They lead it 23-9. Regan Kitteridge, the sophomore, inbounds. Full court pressure continues from Milford, and once again it pays off. Stolen away by Amelia Maloney, the sophomore. She lays it in. Here comes Westboro. Bresnahan from the block, rejected by Pellegrini. And then out of bounds it goes. It'll stay with Westboro. I'll tell you, this Rangers team, they're going to have to work quickly if they want to get somewhat of an open shot here. These Milford defenders flying all over the place, creating havoc and making everything Westboro wants to do difficult. Kittredge gets it to Delay. Delay to the corner, a mishandle there by Emily Gray, Milford basketball. On the entry, Chloe Murdoch. Well, Mike, can you believe it? This Mary Corby tournament, our final games of 2024.
I can't believe it. This year just went by so fast, and we still got plenty of sports to go. I mean, we still haven't seen alpine skiing yet. We got that in the new year coming up Thursday, January 9th. John Ritz will be producing those, and every Thursday night.
Yes, it's going to get very busy in January. We'll have more on that and later in the broadcast as Regan Kittredge trying to feed it to Petralia. A little too high on the pass there. Just under 3 minutes left to go in the second quarter. And Westboro only with 2 points in this second frame. They have some work to do if they want to try to get back into this game. Our first event we'll be covering in the new year will be wrestling, which will be on Thursday, January 2nd, as the Hillers welcome in Norwood. Here comes Kittredge. Kittredge feeds it over to Gray, and we're going to have a travel. And, of course, to learn about all the broadcasts HCAM has coming up, you can check out our website, hcam.tv. We update our broadcast schedule on a weekly basis, and you'll also be able to find the streaming information as well. But we have a timeout, 2:39 left to go. Milford leading Westboro in Game 2 of the Mary Corby Invitational Tournament, 25-9. And this has been quite a successful defensive quarter for the Scarlet Hawks, who just continuously have drawn up the turnovers and really shut down a lot of these Westboro attempts to take shots from the field.
I wish I didn't have to run this camera. I could at least keep track of all the turnovers. It was a ton. There was a ton. And like I said, it carried on. Same with the first game with the Hillers. And, you know, there's a lot of turnovers, and I think the forced turnovers was the game changer for Hopkinton. And I'm seeing that here with Milford, forcing all these turnovers.
And we'll try to get you some scores from some other tournament action that is going on throughout the area. Natick boys basketball got a win over Lynn English, 56-55, in what seemed like a very good game there. Scarlet Hawks with possession. Eva Baglioni launches a three and knocks it down. I'll tell you, this Scarlet Hawks team coming alive very much offensively. Emily Gray driving down, and she'll draw a foul as she tries to put it up from the block. This Scarlet Hawks team showing they can hit the three ball. They've knocked down a trifecta of threes in this first half, so that's going to be something to be aware of for Westboro. Not only can this Milford team strike from the low post, but a good shooting team from the outside as well. First free throw by Emily Gray is no good. Second free throw, no. Pulled down by Regan Cunningham, but it's taken back by Westboro. A good steal there, but now it's going to be taken away by Chloe Murdoch as Charlotte DeLay was trying to pass it over. Eva Baglioni to Olivia. Back out to Ava. Quick passes here by Milford. Murdoch thought about the three, going to drive baseline instead. Kicks into the corner. Three attempt. That's no good by Olivia. Knocked out of bounds, and it'll stay with Milford. Off the defender it goes. The Scarlet Hawks, they have controlled the pace of this second quarter. They've outscored Westboro 16-2 in this second frame. Into the game for Westboro is Mahi Shrivasta. Olivia Baglioni on the inbound. Gets it over to Ava. Ava to the wing to Olivia. Nice feed into the interior. No good on the shot. Cunningham put back, no good. And Westboro has it, collected by Shrivasta. But an errant pass there, and it goes back to Milford. Well, if you're Westboro, you got to control those passes. You don't want to give up easy turnovers. Olivia Baglioni on the entry. Around the perimeter they go. Ava for three. No. Ooh, knocked out of bounds, but we have a foul. It's going to be a push foul against Milford. Second foul of the game. It looks like they got Kay Pellegrini. Third of the quarter for Milford. And a correction, they got Regan Cunningham with that one. Regan Kitteridge with it, gets it over to Petralia. Petralia in trouble, good trap set by Milford. Here comes Mahoney, and she lost it. Westboro gets it back. Petralia fires it up. And a long risky pass there, but Milford gonna find Ava Baglioni, who takes it up the lane and pops it in.
You know, I never filmed tennis before, but that's what it felt like going back and forth
really
like that.
Or a football type of pass. Charlotte DeLay responds. A well-needed bucket for Westboro. Under a minute left to go now in the second quarter. Along the high post, the kick out. Murdoch for three. No. Westboro has it. Rebound by DeLay. With it is Petralia. Back to Kitteridge. Now Petralia. 20 on the shot clock, 30 on the game clock. Kitteridge feeds it over to Shrivasta. Westboro trying to take their time with it and find that opening. Kitteridge down the lane, up and no good. Pulled down by Murdoch. Oh, good battle there. And Chloe Murdoch appears to be okay as she got right up. On the inbound, Lucy Petralia, only 15 seconds left, so Westboro going to have to work quickly here to get the shot off. Oh, she took too long. Violation. And she did have someone wide open on the left side, didn't see her. Olivia into Ava. Ava's going to let her roll to save some clock, and here she comes up the near side. Back to Olivia, now along the far side. Maloney feeds it in. 4 seconds left. Westboro has it, and a long shot that will fall a little short, and there's your first half. At the end of 2 quarters of play, it is Milford Scarlet Hawks 30, Westboro Rangers 11. You are tuned in to the Mary Corby Invitational Tournament on HCAM, and right now, here are some of the latest Hopkinton Hiller happenings. On Tuesday, December 17th, Hiller boys basketball hosted Dedham. Here's a look at what happened. Steve Spector and myself, Tom Nappy, on the call. No good, and the Hillers have it, and here they come. That was a good recovery by Ryland August there. He'll take the three, and he knocks it down. Well, how about Ryland August? A sophomore, a new face on this Hiller team. Already 5 points. Driving up, and no good from the block. Rebound, Blinn. Clock running low. Long pass there. Up and in, Ryland August. Well, Ryland August clearly going to be someone to watch on this Hiller team. Already 4 field goals. The Hillers led 14-7 through the first quarter. Coming down the near side. Feeds it over to the corner. Simulus for three. Got it! Heavy is a junior. 3 ball attempts. Yes! Mitch Simulus. Hillers outscored Dedham 16-14 in the second frame, and it was 30-21 heading into the halftime break.
But they're letting them play out there, that's for sure. The kick out to Blinn. Stimulus. Over to Elstrom Hall. Up top, Willardson. Drive it in, nice feed. Up and in with two defenders on him. Mitch Stimulus plus the foul. Davis now on the short corner. Allison Cardoso kicks it out. And the Hillers get the turnover. They swarm them with defenders, get the turnover, and Tourney Elstrom Hall takes it to the rack and puts it off the glass.
Hillers led 41-33 heading into the fourth quarter.
More general down there, directing it out. Driving down, Stimulus up and in. Big time bucket by Mitch Stimulus.
The Hillers put up another 13 points in the fourth quarter, and that would be enough for the Hillers to take the win and improve to 2-0. Mitch Stimulus led the team with 16 points, and James Marcinowski added 11 in the Hiller win. Hopkinton Hillers girls basketball took the win on the road over Dedham 66-36 to pick up their first win of the season. The girls are now 1-1 overall. On Wednesday, December 18th, Hopkinton Dover Sherborne girls co-op hockey hosted Medfield in the first leg of a Hiller hockey doubleheader. It was a scoreless game heading into the third period.
And trying to sneak it in is Kelly off the deflection. Kelly approaching, takes a shot out in front, and Medfield is going to net one. Nice announcement. So Zan Flippo with the score. And they're going to get another one. Well, the Warriors finding ways to get some pressure.
Medfield nets 3 goals in the third period and takes the 3-0 win. Hopkinton Dover Sherborne falls to 2-1. Medfield improves to 1-0-1. A couple hours after the girls' game, Hiller boys hosted Westwood in their season opener. Morgan Donahue of Westwood Media Center joined us for the broadcast.
They just had
shredding going on.
I think they played the wrong one. And Westwood dropping in, and how about that? Nolan Lewis, right off the bat, drives in and goes 5-hole.
You know, Tom, I just gave his dad a pound as he was walking by. By the way, I think it's his father's birthday today. Also, Sebi O'Brien's birthday. But Nolan Lewis, sophomore, very high IQ. One of the things I noticed already this year from him, speed. Right there, right off the bat, going outside, took it to the net, put it in the back of the net for the first goal, the Wolverine first goal, go up 1-0.
It was a 1-0 Westwood lead heading into the second period.
2005.
Coming up the far side, it's Lewis. Around the defender he goes. Wrister, and it's in! What a goal for Nolan Lewis. The sophomore strikes, and it's 2-0 Westwood.
My goodness, the move he had there, and then to go bar down on the finish. Very impressive goal for the sophomore. Just when I thought I was already very, very impressed with him, with how he's played this year, there's a much higher ceiling than I thought there was.
Westwood added another goal, and it was 2-0 heading into the third period.
And the Wolverines might be able to net another one here. Donovan closing in, backhands it, and they'll get the empty netter.
Westwood took the Hopkinton season opening win 3-0. Westwood improves to 2-0. Hillers start off 0-1. On Friday, December 20th, Hiller boys basketball hosted Holliston, and it was an absolute battle until the final seconds.
The defender's up with a jumper, no good, but it's batted out, and Shahida has it. Now a shot from the wing and knocking it down. Brent Kiley, and it left to go in the second quarter. Elstrom Hall feeds it over to Blade. Now along the left side, Canales. Willison driving in, gets it to Marcinowski, drives baseline, up and good. 8 seconds.
There it is.
5 seconds, drives down the lane, around the defender, no good, put back, yes! Marcinowski right before the buzzer.
Beautiful.
And at the half, we are tied at 24 apiece.
The Hillers and Holliston were knotted up at 24 apiece heading into the second half.
He only has 5. It feels like a lot more.
Right. He has a lot of rebounds.
He's been involved with this game a lot.
No good on the second. Put back blocked by Marcinowski. And then Marcinowski up for the pass. And we have a Holliston foul. Got it.
3, gotta launch it.
They didn't start the clock in time. And that'll do it for the third quarter. After 3 quarters of play, it's the Hillers 36, Holliston Panthers 32. Hillers outscore Holliston in the third frame, 12-8. Willetson working against Kylie. 44 seconds left, 22 on the shot clock. Willetson gonna work his way in. Marcinowski.
Hillers can use a bucket right here.
Gets it to Canales.
Good job working the clock. That's almost a wash.
Alstrom Hall puts it up and in. A big bucket for the junior.
The Hopkinton Hillers hung on and took the win, 40-36. In the win, James Marcinowski had 11 points. Tori Elstrom Hall had 7 points, and Cooper Willetson dropped a team-leading 14 points as the Hillers improved to 3-0. The Hiller girls took a 60-40 road win over Holliston on Friday night. The girls are now 2-1 on the season.
Welcome back into the Hopkinton High School Athletics Center. You are tuned into the Mary Corby Invitational Tournament on HCAM, game 2 of the day. Milford girls leading Westboro 30-11 as we enter the second half. Let's take a look at the scoring totals for the first half for the Westboro Rangers. Sloan Bresnahan with 4 points, Lucy Petralia with 1, Emily Gray with 2, and Charlotte DeLay with 4. For the Milford Scarlet Hawks, you have Olivia Baglioni with 6, Caitlin Kiernan with 5, Amelia Baloney with 2, Chloe Murdoch with 2, Kyla Nashawati with 2, and your team leader and red hot in the second quarter is Ava Baglioni with 13 points overall, 9 of which came in that second frame where Milford outscored Westboro 18-4. The winner of this game will advance to the Mary Corby Tournament Championship tomorrow at 4 p.m. to take on the Hopkinton Hillers, who took down Algonquin 60-52. And the first game we had for you today, and we'll have the video stream of the consolation game at 2 p.m. as well as the championship game at 4 p.m. We are underway in the second half. Milford Scarlet Hawks with the ball, working right to left across your screen in their white jerseys. A 3 attempt, and that is no good by Olivia Baglioni. A rebound, however, by Kiernan, who kicks it out. Another 3 attempt by Ava is no good. Here comes Westboro. Lucy Petralia trying to drive up, and it's knocked away. Scarlet Hawks get the turnover, and the easy lay-in by Caitlin Kiernan, who now has 7 points on the evening. Well, this Milford team, they have done very well defensively, drawing up turnovers, and they're going to get another rebound here off the Lucy Petralia miss. Ava Baglioni with it along the right wing. Fires it across over to TJ Downing. Milford working the top of the perimeter. Ava driving in, feeds the corner. 3 attempt, air ball there by Pellegrini. Westboro has the rebound, collected by Shrivasta. Westboro needs to find a way to get some buckets to get back into this game, as they have fallen behind here, and that's a good start. Lucy Petralia with the lay-in. Taking it up is Baglioni. Olivia feeds it over to Caitlin Kiernan, and some good passing there by Milford, and a 3 attempt by Kiernan is good. Caitlin Kiernan, the junior, with 10 points on the night.
Milford up by 22. Lucy Petralia feeds it over to Kitteridge. Now driving in, delay, up for the shot. No. Knocked down and out of bounds it goes. It'll stay with Westboro. Lucy Petralia on the entry. And for those that don't know, this is the Corby tournament in honor of Mary Corby, who was a tremendous coach for Hopkinton youth basketball and has had a big impact on youth basketball as a whole. So a great cause for this tournament, and she unfortunately passed away after a battle with cancer in 2015, but a great cause and some great programs participating in this annual tournament. This is the third annual tournament, and Milford looking to get back to the championship to get some revenge on Hopkinton, who won it last season. But a 3-ball by Reagan Kitteridge, and perhaps the Westboro offense starting to heat up a little bit. They have a couple of third quarter field goals. Caitlin Kiernan feeds it in, and to the top of the perimeter, 3 attempt, no good. Milford able to keep possession. A good rebound by TJ Downing, who tips it out to Kiernan. Kiernan fires it over to Ava. Ava to the corner to Kiernan for 3, no. Collected underneath by Shrivasta and Westboro. Rangers have some work to do to get back into this game, and that's some good work there as Charlotte DeLay lays it in. Looks like the Rangers really strategizing more with their passing and trying to get people more open away from defenders so the Scarlet Hawks can't trap and draw up those turnovers, as TJ Downing going to draw some contact here. That will be the first foul of the quarter on a Westboro, and they'll get Lucy Petralia with her first. On the inbound, Amelia Maloney. Maloney feeds it to the top of the perimeter, and Ava Baglioni can't get a grasp on it. Knocked out of bounds off a defender. It will stay with Milford. Downing into Ava. Back to Downing, now back to Ava. Fires it over to Maloney. Now working along the elbow, Cunningham. Trying to kick it out. Good turnover by Westboro. Here comes DeLay. And a mishandle there by Shrivasta. Out of bounds it goes. Little miscommunication on that pass. Baglioni with it. Gets it over to Maloney. Back to Ava. Now Downing along the left side of the perimeter. Fires it across to Maloney, driving in. Up for the lay-in. No good. Pulled down by Gray. Surrounded by defenders, however. Able to pop it out. Here comes Westboro. Petralia down the lane around the defender. No. A battle for it underneath. And it's picked up and put in by Mahe Shrivasta. A well-needed bucket there for the Rangers. And look at that. They're starting to climb back into it a little bit. Downing for 3, no. Westboro rebound, and we'll have a jump ball call as DeLay gets tangled up with a couple of Scarlet Hawks. It'll go Westboro's way. Charlotte DeLay on the entry, gets it into Kitteridge. Kitteridge along the wing. Surrounded by defenders, in trouble. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Westboro. Petralia was trying to slip it through, but a good read by the sophomore Regan Cunningham, who gets the turnover for Milford. Ava with it, gets it to Maloney. Back to Ava now. Into the interior, Cunningham, surrounded by defenders. Gets it over to Ava, drives baseline, up for the lay-in. It falls through, plus the foul. I think they might have waved off the shot, though. They did. Oh, no, they did count it. There it is. An and one opportunity for the junior, Ava Baglioni. She's got it. Milford back up by 18. And they didn't change the scoreboard. I don't know if hopefully somebody picked up on that. Knocked out of bounds. Will be a Westboro inbound. On the entry delay. Goes backcourt to Kitteridge. Kitteridge driving down, and she'll draw a foul. Hey, Mike, I wonder if they called a violation on that free throw.
Yeah,
If they
that could have been. Maybe that's why the score didn't count.
I think they must have. Would imagine the Milford coach certainly would have picked up on that. Kitteridge hits the first of two. Oh, there they go. They did change it. 38-21 game. Kitteridge trying to get Westboro within 16, and she will. Well, the Westboro offense opening up a little bit. They're finding ways to get some points. Milford working around the perimeter. Maloney feeds it in. Now Ava going to drive down, up with the underhand lay, no good. Ball tipped away, and Ava going to grab the loose ball. Maloney with it. Fires it over to Downing. Downing across to Ava Baglioni. Back to Downing. Downing for three. Yes! Knocks it down. TJ Downing with her first bucket of the game. Taking it up, Kitteridge. Over to Bresnahan. Back to Kitteridge. Under 2 minutes left to go in this quick-moving third quarter. Milford with another turnover. Murdoch rips it away. Gets it down to Ava. Ava feeds it in towards Cunningham. Knocked out of bounds. It'll be called out on Milford. Westboro basketball. On the entry, Charlotte DeLay. Full court pressure by Milford as they've been doing all game. Bresnahan falls into the trap along the near side. Westboro able to maintain, however. DeLay down the lane around the defender. Count it. That's her second bucket of the third quarter. It's a 17-point game. Working along the perimeter. Kiernan fires it across to Maloney for three. No. Rebound. Cunningham kicks it out. Three attempt. Yes. Olivia Baglioni with her third three bucket of the game. Westboro trying to respond here. Missed shot by Shrivasta. Rangers get the rebound collected by DeLay. Driving in. Kitteridge up for the shot. No. Milford has it. Pulled down by Cunningham. Under a minute left to go in the quarter. Driving in, Kiernan kicks it across. Long two attempt, and Maloney knocks it down. I thought maybe her foot was on the line, and it was. They did indeed give her 2 points. 46-24 Milford. Batted around and taken by the Scarlet Hawks. Kay Pellegrini feeds it over to Kiernan. Kiernan to the short corner to Cunningham, who has a little bobble but able to regroup. Milford now working along the perimeter. Kiernan splits the defenders and lays it in. Sweet lay in there by the junior, Caitlin Kiernan, who now has 12 points on the evening. And rejected as DeLay tries to get to the bucket. And Regan Cunningham says, not in my house. Westboro to inbound with 10 seconds left in the quarter. Lucy Petrillia on the entry. Rangers looking for the buzzer beater here. DeLay gets it over. Driving in, launches it from the elbow, no good, and that'll do it for the third quarter. Milford puts up another 18 spot in the third. Well, Westboro adds 13. It's 48-24 heading in to the final quarter of the day. And let's set it down to courtside.
$38. All right, and the winning ticket number is 264166. I'll say it again, 264166, if you want to meet us out in the lobby.
Welcome back into the Hopkinton High School Athletic Center. We are just about ready to continue into the fourth quarter. Your leading scorers in this game for Westboro, it's Charlotte DeLay with 8 points. For the Milford Scarlet Hawks, Ava Baglioni, 16 points. And Caitlin Kiernan also pitched it in for Milford with 12 points. A 48-24 Milford lead. Things looking good as we'll likely have a Milford Hopkinton rematch of the championship. Things looking good for the Scarlet Hawks. Ava Baglioni feeds it over to Pellegrini. Now driving down up for the lane and no good is Kiernan. Westboro rebound. Tom Nappy, Mike Terosian happy to be on the call for this Mary Corby tournament. As drawing the foul there is Sloan Bresnahan. And Mike, it's been a fun afternoon at this terrific tournament.
It sure has. You know, it's always nice being in this athletic center for anything, but for a tournament such as this, in the cause that it's serving, the scholarship is fantastic.
First free throw is good from Bresnahan. Second of two for the freshman. No good there. It's a Milford rebound collected by Kiernan. Well, if you're the Scarlet Hawks, you don't have to rush anything here. You're up pretty substantially and just pass her out, try to burn some clock, but they're going to take a three here. No good by Pellegrini. It is a Milford rebound, however. Kicking it over is Kiernan to the corner. Another three attempt and another rebound by Kiernan. Put back no good. And she'll get yet another rebound. Scarlet Hawks just dominating the low post, especially on the offensive side. Rebound by Pellegrini. Kiernan driving in, kicks it over. Ava for three. Yes! Ava Baglioni, 19 points in this game. I'd say she's a candidate for an award here at the Mary Corby tournament if she keeps up that kind of shooting. No good with that shot is DeLay. Baglioni feeds it down to Downing. Kiernan along the top of the perimeter. Milford certainly in no rush. Downing along the block. Around the defender, no. Battle for it. Westboro has it. Collected by DeLay. Over to Petralia. And the lay-in from the left block. No good by Nangri. Here comes the Scarlet Hawks. Down the floor, coast to coast, up and in with the reverse, Caitlin Kiernan. 14 points on the night for the junior, Caitlin Kiernan. 6 minutes left, Milford up big. And they get a turnover here. Downing. And the shot weaved off. We have a travel call. Well, looks like we're likely going to have a Milford Hopkinton rematch, and
I'm guessing so, Tom.
Looking at the way this Milford team could shoot, it's going to be an absolute battle tomorrow afternoon.
They can turn over the ball. Hopkins can turn over the ball, but Milford has finished a lot more on their turnovers than what Hopkins showed in the first game.
And they have a couple of good three-ball shooters, it looks like, as well. And speaking of turnovers, there's a steal. Ava trying to finish. No good on the shot, but the foul is drawn. Ava Baglioni heading to the line for a pair. Third foul, her first foul of the quarter, and first on Sylvia Benyas, the freshman. First of two, no good. And the Hiller girls still here taking in the action.
Yep.
Doing some scouting for their game tomorrow. And we'll have the video stream of tomorrow's games. Unfortunately, I won't be here to announce them for you, but we'll have the video stream for you so you can check out the Mary Corby Invitational Tournament Championship action. Scarlet Hawks get the ball back. 3 attempt, Murdoch, no. Rebound, Downing. Baglioni going to drive the lane, draws the foul. Ava at the line for a pair. Second foul of the quarter for Westboro. They get Emily Gray with her first of the game. First of two, no good. Well, this Westboro team, a young team. 4 freshmen on the roster, a couple of sophomores. Second free throw, no good, and a good amount of new faces from last year's Westboro Rangers team. Kitteridge with it. Feeds it over. It seems like once this Westboro team puts it together, they'll be a tough group to play against because they got some good passing. They've had some good rebounds. They're aggressive. They're fast. Shooting's been a bit of an issue for them at times, but it looks like they got something going here for the Westboro Rangers once this team gets a little more experience. Bresnahan with it. Over to Kitteridge. Driving down and rejected there is Shrivasta. Westboro able to maintain possession. And there's that speed, Mike. Westboro doing a good job at getting some of these rebounds. I mean, Milford has the height advantage, but Rangers are battling out there. Feeds it into the high post, taken back by Milford. Kiernan gonna drive in, kicks it out. Long two, and it's good. Regan Cunningham, the sophomore, knocks it down. Milford making it very difficult for Westboro to find any open shooting opportunities. They've made the Rangers really have to work. And speaking of shooting opportunities, there's a good one for Sloan Bresnahan, who takes advantage. Downing wide open along the right side of the perimeter, knocks down the three. Well, you can't leave her wide open, Mike.
No way, not a chance.
Kitteridge with it, gets it over. Pump fake by Benyas. And a shot from the right block is no good by Gray. Battle for a putback, no good. Secondary putback, no good. And the Scarlet Hawks have the turnover. Wide open is Kiernan, gonna drive down, kicks it over to Downing. Downing for three. Oh, that one rattles out. Putback is good, plus the foul. Regan Cunningham just waiting in the low post. Puts it up and in and draws the contact. That foul gonna be on Sloan Bresnahan, her first, team third. No good on the end one. Rangers have the rebound, pulled down by Emily Gray. Three attempt, yes. Regan Kitteridge knocks it down.
That takes the lead down by half.
60-30 Milford lead. Westboro gonna get a turnover. They're looking for threes. No good there by Bresnahan. Long pass over to Murdoch. Murdoch gets it to the corner, and Maloney can't get a hold of it. It'll go back to Westboro. Well, Westboro probably down a little bit too much to climb back into this one, but they're going to play it out, and they're going to get a bucket here as Bresnahan lays it in. So likely tomorrow's schedule will be at 2 p.m. You'll have Westboro Algonquin, and then Milford and Hopkinton in the Mary Corby Invitational Championship. Downing for 3, no good. Here comes Westboro. But Mike, we were mentioning some of the action we got coming up in January for the Hillers, and busy slate to start off the first week as Westboro continues to work in the offensive zone. There's a 3 attempt. And good hustle by Murdoch, but she could not keep it in. It'll stay with Westboro. But to start off the new year on Thursday, January 2nd, we got Hiller wrestling against Norwood. Then on Friday, January 3rd, girls basketball as the Hillers welcome in Westwood to the Hopkinton High School Athletic Center. Then on Saturday, January 4th, boys hockey as the Hillers welcome in Norwood for a big TVL matchup as Regan Kitteridge knocks down a 3. Caitlin Kiernan with it. Cunningham feeds it up top. And the Hiller boys hockey did have some away action during the holiday break. We'll try to get you a quick update on that before the end of the broadcast. Downing feeds it in to the low post, up and in with ease. Caitlin Kiernan, who's having quite a night. She has 16 points. Good effort by this young Westboro team, but this Milford team just shooting fantastic in this game. And rejected there is Dangery. Scarlet Hawks have the turnover. Milford trying to work their way into the low post. Up with the reverse. No good is Maloney. Ball knocked out of bounds. Well, you know, if you're this Westboro team, you're playing a couple divisions up in this game here against Milford, and certainly a younger team, but playing games like this, playing opponents like this is what gets you good experience.
Exactly.
And helps you become better moving forward. Drawing a foul is Emily Gray. She'll have a couple free throws. Second foul of the game on Chloe Murdoch. And the first of 2 by Gray is good. She has 3 points on the night. Well, a Hiller boys hockey update. They ended up tying over in North Andover. 2-2. They won in the tournament overtime, but it will go down as a tie since they had to play an extra overtime that does not count with the season rules. So a 3-2 win tournament-wise, 2-2 tie season record-wise as Cunningham misses that layup. 3 seconds left on the clock. Westboro looking for the buzzer beater. They will not get it, and there's your ball game. Milford going to take the win 62-36. So there you have it. Tomorrow at 4 p.m., Milford Hopkinton in the Mary Corby Invitational Championship. At 2 p.m., You will have Westboro and Algonquin in the consolation game. We'll have the video stream of both games for you starting at 2 p.m. tomorrow. But Milford getting the win 62-36 over this young Westboro Rangers team. A very impressive shooting performance by the Scarlet Hawks here tonight. That is going to do it for our coverage of today's Mary Corby Invitational Tournament. For Mike Terosian on camera, I'm Tom Nappy. We thank you for watching Varsity Girls Basketball on HCAM. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.